Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes.
Here on a Tuesday, before we get into today's episode, reminder to leave a like, to subscribe. We're really excited to get y'all this content once we get to the end of the regular season and to the postseason. Fellas, how we doing today?
Doing good. Doing amazing, actually.
How do you get from good to amazing that fast?
Because good just feel like it's not enough for how I'm feeling. I'm feeling amazing.
I like that.
Feeling good too. You know, it's a great day to go get a haircut, so I'm on that. So I'm very excited.
What makes it a great day to get a haircut?
I don't know. It's just sometimes.
You want to know something about me, G Mills?
What?
When I'm at the barbershop and somebody's ahead of me and they're bald, I get real mad.
Why?
Because I feel like the bald people be taking the longest.
How long does it? Okay, your appointment. Let's say your appointment's at 1 o'clock. You're on time. The person cutting your hair is on time. What time do you walk out?
Probably around 1:35, 1:40.
That's not bad because you also got the beer. I'm sure beer
Yeah,
touch
the
up.
beer probably
35 minutes ain't too bad.
I don't know. 45 minutes is,
That's my hair.
what would take 45 minutes? I feel like the barber just feel like he got to make it long so you don't feel like, because it just ain't that much hair.
He put the towel on.
Yeah.
He
He
get
does
the
the towel on the
treatment.
head and on the face. I mean, lining up the beard. I like to get it a nice little fade. And he usually, there's like a process he does with my head where he's making sure it's like super naked.
That's
He
how
don't
you
just hit
like
it with the clippers and then just call it a day.
Do you think you could pull a Chris Paul off?
What did Chris Paul
You know how
do?
Chris Paul hair is so low, but he got a line. You think you could just have like a liner?
No, my receding is in the front. So I can't do the liner.
Right, okay.
So when you're an old man, you go out at George Jefferson?
No, I might just go to Turkey.
I think it might be too late, brother.
No, it's not. It's never too late to go to Turkey.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean just for vacation?
No,
Nah,
but-
he means for work.
Well, what they gonna do? They gonna put the hair right here on your head?
Yeah,
Because where would you say?
But no, Darrick, I'm saying they gonna put the hair right here?
yeah.
What? Why the fuck would you get your hair right here?
Wait, what do you mean?
Look, that's what you say your shit started.
No, they're gonna give it. No, they're gonna put it up here.
They're
gonna
going to
put
fill it
everywhere.
in.
Would you actually do that though?
Yeah, they're gonna fill in the hair follicles with other hair.
I thought they did it at where the hairline was, though.
Yeah, they're gonna do both. They're gonna do it up here and in the hairline. They're gonna fill it all
What's
in.
preventing you from doing it now?
That's a whole fucking trip.
Yeah.
But I mean, like he's been bald for what, like a year and a half, 2 years now?
Oh, I just haven't really thought about going right now, but eventually, I guess I will go in the future.
You dead set on it.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
Really?
Yeah,
Why Turkey?
because that's like the place that everybody go. So I just.
How your wife
What if
feel
you could
about
get
that?
the same thing stateside? Would you just go to like Atlanta to get it done or something?
Depending on the price, I know it's like 5,000.
Maybe
for
that's the
turkey.
difference, right?
Yeah,
okay.
because whenever you do something stateside, it's always more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. How does your fiance feel about
How
it?
do you want it to
don't care.
look? Like,
I mean,
Well,
he's
he
trying-
said he's always wanted a fro.
he ain't trying to come back and look like Jalen Rose when his stuff down here.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
just
saying?
want to.
Like,
I just want my hairline back.
no, I'm just surprised because the ball fits him and looks so
it really
good
does.
Yeah,
It
it
really
does.
does.
that as a friend, I would hope that you don't fuck yourself up trying to get some hair. Because I remember with your shit before you went,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Turkey typically costs between $2,000 and $5,000,
Yeah.
He got that.
8 to 20 in the U.S.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I know how
Turkey
you
might be
are.
might be the move.
I know how you are.
I mean, you might make that back in a week when you in Turkey. Just make some food reviews of some Turkish food. Boom, boom, boom. You could.
He's a big bargainer. I don't think they're gonna bargain at Darrick.
20,000 to do it here is crazy.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's very impressive.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you get the hair, because he's saying fro, I'm thinking, are you trying to get waves?
No, I just want just a natural hairline in the back.
Well, it wouldn't be natural.
I mean, it's gonna be my hair.
Oh, natural looking.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
take the hair off your ass and then they put it on your head.
Well, you know, he got a lot of hair on his ass.
Yeah,
I've seen some transformations where people they look good again.
You look good now.
You
I
look
do.
you look very good
you
now.
look real good.
Would you ever contemplate? I've seen these videos where like you remember that one that was like Devin Booker, You Ain't Slick, where they covered the dude's face and he got a whole toupee put
Oh
on.
yeah, I've done. I mean, that's kind of what I was getting before.
Is it really?
In a way.
That's what I was saying. When he was doing that, I was like, you might as well commit to the. And that to me, this looks way better than when he was doing that. Especially like once they got kind of older.
Yeah, once they got older, it was looking real bad.
Yeah.
This is a question. I mean, this is a basketball podcast.
Because some people go bald, they don't look like it don't compliment them.
How much do y'all consider y'all significant other when making some dramatic physical changes?
A lot.
Yeah,
So
a lot.
okay.
Yeah, you have to because like
I don't
y'all
think
are
you
a
have to.
partnership. So
Yeah,
they have to enjoy what they're looking
I
at.
definitely don't think you have to, but I certainly do. Like I used to let this come in. I just wanted to just have this hope of a beard.
Yeah.
And my girl was like, "Why you be keeping that?" I just now every time I get a haircut, just take all of this off. She just want the chin and the top.
When I cut my beard off, I didn't tell my girl until like she literally got back and she seen it.
She almost walked out the door.
Basically.
Like imagine your girl come home with a bogus BBL. And
That's
you just-
way different than a haircut, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's the vein. Because me and my wife were talking about this at dinner yesterday. Just about because I was trying to explain, because she be doing this on very small stuff. And sometimes it be feeling like asking me for permission versus saying like, I want this, what do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, as an adult person that lives one life, as far as we know, you don't need my permission to change your hair color or change the length of your hair, because this is what you want to do. Now, if you say, do you like this? Would you like this? That's a different question versus,
I mean,
could I?
It's semantics.
Yeah, I guess so.
You kind of are. Yeah. Like when I remember when I had got braids, or I had braids way in the pandemic. And I remember like a picture came up and my girl was like, "Oh yeah, boy, don't ever do that again," something like that. And like, if I wanted the braids again, I probably would in some way, even if I'm like, what you think about? That's kind of me asking her.
Yeah.
And to a degree, I do agree with you though, because I think how you say something. Because if we all out on a quadruple date and she like, can I get my?
Yeah,
it's like
see that
that
a lot on
sounds
TikTok.
crazy.
Can I get fries instead of a salad this time? Like, whoa.
That was crazy when she was like pranking her.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But I think my girl does that. But I always end it by saying, it's all about how you like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I'm not really a fan of boob job. I'm thumbs up. I think everything else I might be a thumbs down. I don't think I'm not really into nose job. I don't think no
Rhinoplasty.
chin. I don't think lip
What's the one?
filler.
I've been seeing one in Hollywood a lot about eyelids recently, or like the eyes.
All of that.
That's crazy. Like,
I'm good on.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, essentially it's your life. But I've never looked at a woman and was like, man, if you scrape some of that chin off, you gonna get that's just not how I look.
I have
right?
with noses.
Seriously?
Like some women get nose jobs and they look completely different.
I've never looked at a nose and was like, yeah, you need to change it. Never. And maybe it's because I'm a person with a big nose and I just accept whatever. But I've never looked at somebody's nose like,
Yeah.
I've seen things as like it's almost like a defect.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that where people are like, this is just
they're so self-conscious about it.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of people that be and again, it's their life. They do, but I've never ever looked at a woman that was like, she need a nose job.
Yeah.
I've never thought that to my life.
I haven't thought it, but I've seen like the transformations of like the before and after, and you like see like they'll have that big ass nose, and someone will get it done, and they will look like a completely different woman.
Now, when you say big ass, again, is it on the line of like a defect? I saw somebody, it was literally
I
like,
don't know if it's a defect, but I just know that bone right here.
is that even a
usually-
proper term to you? I've seen somebody that was like, they had an issue living. Like
Yeah,
it was
well, no,
an
I've
issue.
seen people
I
have
don't-
nose surgeries because they have trouble breathing or like
Right, yeah.
that's a little health problem. But some people are just they kind of strive for perfection. The surgery stuff always scares me because, and this is just like reality TV or TV. I don't even know how they do it, but like my girl loves the show Botched, where they try to fix all the plastic surgeries, and there's so many cases where people, for one, they're getting a surgery and then they're trying to get multiple surgeries to fix the previous surgery. So you're already kind of just like putting yourself in a hole. And then on the other side, oh my God, on the other side, it's like people kind of get like, once you do one, they get addicted to it too. It's like,
That's my biggest
I fix
thing.
my nose, but not my mouth. Or like, I don't like how my
Their
lip-
insecurity just shifts
it's
from one
just,
to the other.
so it's like it's a slippery slope. So I
I hate that show, Mike. That show and
never
the
got
fucking
into it.
pimple popping show.
I don't know why girls love those shows.
Man, I went to
I've never seen a pimple popping show.
We did something at the house where like my mom was there, my wife's mom, like family were all together, and we like, what y'all want to put on TV? And we just just for some background, the motherfuckers put on Pimple Pop, like Mr. Pimple
Yeah,
Popper.
it's
I'm like,
crazy.
bro, are you kidding me? It's 30 people in here. You think we want to see pus coming out of a pimple?
That's the psychology behind it for me though too, Mike. I feel like it could just open up a can of worms to the point where you just start finding stuff about yourself.
Yeah.
But again, everybody gotta have their life. But yeah, I've seen so many people do one thing and then they look like a totally different person. And so yeah, that's why I say like I don't know the terminology because we ain't out here getting it, but like a nose, chin, lip, that's what cosmetic.
Yeah, they're cosmetic surgeries, yeah. Nose is rhinoplasty.
But
That's the only one I know because of South Park.
You want to put some silicone in that in your chest, I'm cool with that. But once we get to nose and what you say, eye sockets?
It was something about the eyes, like draining the eye. It's
Eyelids,
weird.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
Botox,
Just
and
different
all of
world
that,
than what we
face
live in.
tight
Yeah.
and shit. Like
That's what I mean. The Hollywood women, they aging, but like they get so many surgeries done on a regular basis to make it look like they're not.
But that's the irony of it. Is like I see people fight so hard against aging and things that become natural that they don't look good though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's irony, or it's like it's negates. I understand some of it, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to continue to be a beautiful woman. And all
Unfortunately,
this.
some of that is attached to like their profession too, right?
Yeah, they
you
have
get
to keep
you
up a
get
certain
roles
image.
by looking a certain way, and it's
Yeah.
like being the older looking woman may not
'Cause
help.
I noticed that. I noticed when the plastic surgery or whatever is too bad or too much. I can notice that.
Oh,
Y'all saw
sure.
Jim Carrey?
Yes, I did
No,
see
I
Jim
didn't.
Carrey recently.
Yeah, but people speculate that wasn't him. I have no idea, but it didn't look like Jim Carrey.
Oh wow.
It didn't look like Jim Carrey. We got to drop the mic.
We do. I wanted to ask y'all if Jason Tatum, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Luka Doncic all retired today, I'm talking about today, would they be in the Hall of Fame?
I think Luka's a lock considering
Can you name the names again?
Shea, Tatum, and
Luka.
Luka's an instant lock considering his overseas play before he came over to the league. 5 straight All-NBA appearances is amazing. All-NBA first-team appearances. I think Tatum is not too far off. Tatum might be at 4 All-NBA first-team
I
appearances.
think he's at 4.
Championship 2. And then
same with Shea. He got
Shai
an
has
MVP and a championship.
3 All-NBA first teams, an MVP, and a Finals MVP.
For Jason Tatum, too, he has 2 gold medals.
Oh wow,
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
2 gold medals,
Yes.
too.
That goes
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I
that
think they
goes on.
all just might be instant
Yeah, I
locks for
think
the
they
Hall.
all would be instant
Before the age of
locks.
30 is really wild, just to like put in perspective.
Yeah, and
I don't think we champion it enough, in my opinion.
Luka's 26.
Yeah.
Luka hasn't even hit 28 yet, and we're saying he's a Hall of Fame already. Like that's just crazy to think how good he is.
I said this on Linear, but like the league is in very good hands. Obviously, Bron is at 41. Steph Curry didn't really play much this season because of injury. Kevin Durant is on the team that never is contending.
But
James
Steph
Harden
Curry
to be on
said
his
he's not
1,000
retiring
team.
no time soon.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
He also has said that
Yeah,
like it is soon.
Yeah, so like I don't know where he.
Because I mean, I guess the soon has different meanings. Where
Yeah.
like he's not retiring next year, but he knows he's not going to be here in 5 years.
Right.
yeah,
And you just don't know if you trust that team to ever put around the right pieces around him where we can care about
Yeah.
Warriors games.
and I also can't envision him saying trade me.
I think it's a little bit weird, too, because
I can't either, but I couldn't envision LeBron out of a Cavs jersey at one point or Luka out of a Mavs jersey. So,
Yeah. I think it's a weird point because in this, like, we're seeing a lot of players play at that age where it's like, man, I do 36, 37, and he's still making all NBA. We haven't seen that many times where players just retire when they still can get 25 a night. That's what makes it weird. It's like, yeah, LeBron, it's coming down to what LeBron wants. Does he want to play another year? Because he probably play another 3 or 4. Same thing with the Stephen Curry.
Yeah, I wonder
also-
what role LeBron wants to like. Is he? I know he's okay with being, but like if his numbers aren't there, like does he care? As long as he's able to impact winning, like is that really what all he cares about? He don't want to go out completely washed.
I'm so sorry. I was just on my phone because I got an alert. I didn't realize, but my Moses Moody tweet kind of went off into its own thing. And now I have people under my thing asking why am I vague posting, and it's becoming a thing. They think I'm like,
What'd you tweet? Oh, just about the
why
incident?
would they show that on TV?
Oh.
And now we got our fans replying to people saying idiots. He was live tweeting, And now I have a person that has a link in their bio saying, why does everybody vague post?
Oh my God, what the hell?
And then I click on this person like, who is this? And they're lifting a shirt in the first post.
It's so funny because
Like,
that's what Twitter really was like back in the day. It wasn't about getting the information and everything like that. It was literally just about live tweeting with your friends. And like that's really the feel of what Twitter is.
Yeah.
I don't know. People are crazy. But you know what they say. People don't like shit.
Okay, I thought you was gonna give us a real mic.
Me too.
But
Me
you
too.
just, people don't like shit.
That's my thing for sure. 'Cause
You said something about like players not retiring while still being really good. What are some of the most abrupt NBA retirements you could think of?
I can't name one.
I googled it.
Some NFL shit.
I mean,
NFL always happen, but the NBA,
Andrew Luck type stuff.
yeah, Andrew Luck is a great example of the NFL. It just doesn't really happen in the NBA. That's the point I'm making. The only ones we have are not players that were elite. Like AJ Griffin retired at 21 years old.
Yep.
Yes, yep.
Malcolm Brogdon kind of retired out of nowhere, but he had injury
So
history.
many injuries, yeah.
And all of the other examples are people that had injury stuff, like Brandon Roy or Chris Bosh, who had the clotting issues. They also got Larry Sanders in here at 26 years old. He left the league because of
Came
anxiety,
back.
depression, and desire to seek treatment and pursue other passions. He did eventually come back. Michael Jordan is the greatest one. He retired, then came back 2 years later. And
I don't
then
think we will ever see that ever again.
Magic Johnson because of health issues too. But no, I don't think we do either.
Because I don't think a star is ever just going to abruptly just retire in the middle of their prime and then just come back.
I think another reason
Some
is
say it wasn't by choice.
Yeah, I know. I definitely.
I'm not here to say what
No,
it is.
no,
or
I
ain't,
know.
but-
I think the money way too good now too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I'm in my prime and I can get another 30, 40 M's.
Imagine Devin Booker just like, when he got 70 million.
I think it's not even. I think the back end is like that too. If you Jimmy Butler at 36 and you just signed a what, Darrick?
60 million a
Because I know
year
you hate that
contract.
contract. Yeah, if you can get that, he's not even in his prime no more.
Yeah.
So players got every incentive to hang on by a thread from a financial standpoint. If you can be 36, 37, 38 and still getting 50, 60 million a year. Shit, somebody like Jimmy Butler, he got to. He make enough for the first years because, the Bulls had him on a still of a deal.
Yep.
He make enough for that.
All right, let's jump around the league a little bit before we get into what today's episode is about. With 2 weeks being left into the season, I kind of want to look at what the standings are and what could potentially happen. Right now, the Celtics are 5 games behind the Pistons, who have been winning games without Kay Cunningham. Maybe we'll get to that a little bit later. But the Knicks are only half a game behind them, man. The 2 seed is really in play for y'all. 6-game win streak actively. Some wins against Utah, Indiana, Golden State, Indiana,
Pelicans
Brooklyn,
team
Washington.
tonight that we should win.
Pelicans. Yeah, it's not the toughest part of y'all schedule, but taking care of business. And then y'all got on Thursday the Charlotte Hornets. So it's in play for y'all to jump back into 2.
Yeah, I would be very, very excited for that to happen because at 6, we could I guess from
It's
that
all
5
up
to
in the
10
air,
range is everything.
Yeah,
Is,
you don't really know who you're going to play.
Is there anybody as a Knicks fan you don't want to see,
Probably.
if that's possible?
I think the
the
Miami
first
Heat
round.
is on everybody's radar. I mean, they're not playing their best basketball, but we did see a week or two ago when they were playing really good basketball how dangerous of a team that they can be. That Charlotte Hornets team, I think, has nothing to lose as well, right? They shoot the threes, which always keeps you in the game or could bury your opponent. They're going to be playing with house money because they're going to not necessarily be happy to be there, but they're going to be ecstatic that they climbed through. And I think any young team that has confidence and shoot threes really well could just be a not so good matchup. You got to consider. I mean, you have to consider everybody. Atlanta literally just was one of the hottest team, if not the hottest team in the NBA. So to not consider them would also kind of feel like a slight. But I think I feel favorable in any of those matchups. The team that you would kind of, I guess, want the most would maybe be the Magic, just because they're not all the way healthy.
Yep.
They're not a crazy three-point shooting team, and they're playing some of their worst basketball right now, which they've been up and down all year long.
Yeah, you
And
just
so-
have to hope you catch them on a downtime.
Because I'm assuming the Sixers, they're one of the teams that just fall out.
I'm assuming so too.
Because again, depending on, I don't know who the hell gonna be on the floor for them, but I think Orlando, Miami, and Charlotte, those are all like real possibilities. Sixers, I wouldn't even look at really.
Yeah, there's just so much unknown with the Sixers that it's kind of hard to even say.
And they would have to win 2 games, correct?
They
No,
won't
right
have
now
to
they're
win one
7
right now.
They would only have to win one.
So the team that would have to win 2 is Charlotte then.
Charlotte, yeah.
But they're
As
only
of
half
now.
game behind the Heat.
Yeah.
So it's still up in the air. But I think we had this conversation a month ago because we do like some of these teams. Which one is the team you don't want to see in a series? I think we all agree that we want to see Charlotte in some level of real playoff series. The Heat are so, like you mentioned, wishy-washy, but at their peak, so potentially dangerous. I think that maybe we all would like to see them play a first-round series, or is it?
Yeah.
Then we got the Orlando Magic, who went on a nice streak, but now on a 5-game losing streak.
I legitimately
They're
would only
losing.
want to see them because Javon is on the team and I like Desmond Bain and Paolo. But if they didn't make it, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we missing out.
And then we got
They also need some hardcore changes. Maybe them missing
Yeah, but I think maybe
check,
they're
yeah.
missing is
cement
good.
those
Yeah.
things. So
then we also got the 76ers, which like because we don't know what Joel's timeline really is as of today. Maxey being out for right now and maybe a little bit longer, and Paul George he's coming back relatively soon. Is that the team we like would least want to see in the playoff series, or is the possibility of all of those guys
It's a
being back?
possibility. Like,
make
I'm
it
good.
very-
I've done the possibility thing 30 times.
I feel you.
Because 2 of these teams is not gonna make it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
technically
would-
Atlanta's kind of in that pool too, with them only being 2.5 games above Charlotte.
But then
I
one of
feel
those
like
other
Toronto
teams,
right there. Too.
Toronto too, yeah.
Toronto could fall.
Yeah, this is a 5 through 10 conversation,
Yeah.
but
Oh, Paul George actually returns Wednesday.
Let's go.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Um,
Did it feel like 25 games ago we was talking about that?
No, it feels like 50 games.
it does feel like more than 25 games. But yeah, if I had to pick 2 teams, I guess it would be Philadelphia and Orlando.
I don't think that's too wrong there. Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Shout out to Orlando, though, because I did have high hopes for them. I thought they would be, obviously,
We always got next year.
way out of the play-in. But yeah,
I think I'm buying stock next year.
we'll get there when we get there. So much happens in the offseason. They may look so different.
True. Paolo plays for the Blazers all of a sudden.
Damn.
That's their wet dream, boy. That's the only reason I said that.
And Dame on that team?
Yeah, him and Dame is gonna go crazy.
That cheese big.
Imagine him and Donovan Clingan as a front court.
Dom Kling is still the best player on the team. Moving over to the west side of things, I want to get back to this Wemby conversation because Wemby was asked by AP to make a case for him to win MVP. They just won a game the other night against the Miami Heat in a game where, just like the previous 20 games, he looked amazing. They've won 22 out of the last 23 games that Wembanyama has suited up. And he said, my first will be that defense is 50% of the game, and it is undervalued so far in the MVP race. I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument is that we almost swept OKC. And then y'all said he had one more quote.
That offensive
Offense,
impact is not just points.
Offensive
Scoring
impact is not
points.
just points. How do we feel about that? A potential MVP candidate giving a true case on why he
First-
believes he should win MVP.
First and foremost, it's good for the game. It's good that we have people that won awards. I think it makes the stakes a lot higher. And it's refreshing. We usually get these political answers where it's like, hey, we're all deserving. And, I'm not really going to pitch myself because I'm too cool. But something significant like the MVP should have somebody out there going out for. And I also love that he kind of indirectly mentioned everybody's MVP pick by saying how good the Spurs played against the OKC Thunder. So it's good. It's refreshing. And I think we need more of it for more of these awards. Like Conk and Nipple and Cooper Flag. Just come out and say y'all want that damn award.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Are they too good of friends to do that though?
why would it? Why would our friendship have to be? If me and you had,
But that's competing right
yeah,
there.
when me and you
Yeah.
doing joy videos, and I'm trying to win, why does it? You don't look at
Yeah.
me like I'm betraying you, right?
No. I just
You and Mike played a whole one-on-one with a audience of the community watching, and I thought y'all like just handled y'all. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I could see that.
If your friendship is deterring your drive to want to accomplish something, I think you have to go look in the mirror.
What was our old
Person.
sponsor that we had? You Can't Stop My Drive. What was that, Mike?
Toyota.
Toyota, yeah. Hit us
You
back
Can't
up,
Stop My
Toyota.
Drive.
That was fun. That was funny, I guess. This is the second year in a row where somebody's campaigned for them to win the award. Remember, Draymond Green campaigned and his odds jumped up like
Yeah.
crazy. So I can't wait to see if Wemby saying this does impact the way people actually think about the award. I just listened to Bill Simmons and Zach Lowe talk last night. They did 20 minutes about just Wembanyama being the most impactful player in the NBA. And if you are the most impactful player in the NBA while simultaneously being that most impactful player in the NBA on the second best team in the NBA, I think you should have a legitimate chance of that. And I wonder how much of him saying this and all the other things being true impacts the way people think about it. Yeah. Because Shea has been so consistent that it's got to the point now where it's like, that's what he does.
Yeah, I think people are really kind of, the people that have really just locked in Shea for MVP, I feel like they kind of just adopted it, and it's been hard to kind of change that conversation. But we had people creeping up close to him, and Wembanyama, I mean, everything he said was 100% true. Do I think he's probably going to have it, like, do I think he will win it or has a really good chance to win it? No, but if he somehow did, I wouldn't be surprised at all because, again, he has been the most impactful player, and it has raised so many conversations that it's like this dude is only, 22 years old, 23 years, like, he is so young that we might be having a guy that's top. He could be one of the best players all time when it's all said and done, and he's getting it done right now.
As long as he stays healthy, that's a guarantee.
He's getting it done right now.
Yeah, I mean, a big reason why they dominated OKC was because he's literally that good defensively that OKC can't get to the rim.
Yeah.
Like, you talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like one of the best scorer in the league. Like, not the best, but he's one of the best scorers in the league, and he's not going to the basket because he's that damn good.
Do you think?
What made you hesitate on?
Because I think Luka's the best scorer in the league.
Do you think? I think the second point is probably the most interesting point, not necessarily in Wembanyama's case, but that defense isn't valued enough when we have these conversations about MVP or best player in the world or so on.
Because a lot of times these MVPs have significantly dragged their team from an offensive standpoint. I think that's where I don't think it's that it's not valued, but like
they're usually not the best defenders on their team either.
The offense at times outweighs the defense.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about MVP performance from some of your most recent MVPs, it wasn't them shutting down an opponent. It was them going out, backpacking a team in a fourth quarter, game-winning shot, game-time shot. When we talk about the MVP moments Shea had last year or even the moments he had earlier this year, it was him legitimately carrying an OKC Thunder offense without 2 or 3 starters on any given night. Now, he came to play defensively as well, and he shows up on that end for sure. But I think even Jokic, right? Some of the Jokic's performances over his MVP seasons without, Jamal or MPJ, he was having 46 points here and there. You think about, I think it's very dependent on who is in the running and who wins it. Because Russell Westbrook MVP season was him backpacking an entire organization. It felt like
For this conversation, I think that Vic is absolutely right, but I think he's just the absolute anomaly for it. We just never seen somebody have this much impact on that side of the floor.
Giannis won MVP and defensive player.
Yeah, no, you looking back on it, Jokic's 3 MVPs are there. Joel Embiid's MVP. He wasn't the best defensive player in the world, but a good defensive player.
He was really good defensive.
Giannis, like y'all mentioned, DPOY and MVP. James Harden wasn't defended much.
Pure offense.
Russell Westbrook has so much of an offensive load that you didn't really see much defensively as well. Steph Curry had the best defensive player in the world on his team, and I think that
one of the best perimeter defenders as well.
Yeah, I think that he maybe is undervalued overall when it comes to defense, but also just not. You don't look at him as a defensive-oriented player. Kevin Durant. Then you got like Bron's MVP seasons. He was one of the best defensive players in the world.
LeBron was definitely
should have had a DPOY.
Derrick Rose was a competitive defender, but not a good defender. Kobe Bryant was an all NBA, all defensive caliber guy. Dirk, Nash got hella steals. Then you get to like KG, Duncan, Shaq, David Rock. Like there's some really good players that I'm sure back in 2003,
Olajuwon is around there too.
Was really talked about
Jordan.
as a talking point. Jordan once we get down there. So
I just think it depends on who's winning it and who's at the top of that conversation. Because in 5 years, if the running is Cooper Flag, Vic, and whoever,
it's going to be defense is going to play a factor.
It might be defense.
Those are defensive guys.
Yeah, Modest does play good defense. He'll be in that conversation. But yeah, shout out to Wemby, man. It's so every time I hear Wemby talk, I'm just excited to hear what he got to say because he will call out an opposing team, or poo-poo a 83-point game, or like he's gonna give what he believes.
I feel like he's a true student.
Yeah, I love the fact that he talks.
He knows what we want as NBA fans, He knows what people have saying the NBA is missing, and he's trying to make sure he brings that along with being this alien of a talent, which I appreciate. Some people call it performative, but I appreciate it.
Everybody enjoying life is performative to somebody else.
Yeah, I like that word. Kind of pisses me off.
I think it's also just different when you're. It's not like he's just talking. The man is literally the second seed leading his team. It's like arguments of the best player in the world right now.
Saying that they won 22 of the last 23 games he suited up lets you know everything you really need to know about Victor Wembanyama's impact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of wins, yo.
Yeah.
that's what 90
Probably like 97%.
97% win rate.
Roughly 90%.
And you know what's
Roughly
crazy?
in there.
None of it surprises me. I remember being on this couch saying his rookie year is really going to be 2 years or 3 years in one. Because after the first 40-something games, he's going to really be in year 2 with the progression. I remember at the beginning of this year, before they had De'Aaron Fox, like, yeah, I got this team. This team is going to be legit. They're the real deal. I would buy into this team right now. I'm not waiting, because you could just see everything that was there. He's too much of a problem. He's too hard to figure out, bro.
Like, it cancels out a part of the floor.
And
Most
then you
important
take
part
that
of the
into
floor.
7 games. You got to deal with that for 7 games. Somebody threw a crazy pass. He caught it with one hand, threw it to Devin Vassell, or De'Aaron Fox, who then was able to throw him the little lob last night against the Miami Heat. It's just like freak things. But it's going to be interesting to see how the conversation progresses. Because then what Shea is falling into, I believe, is some people kind of just being used to what he's doing. And I wonder if that could happen with Vic, or he's supposed to. There's the argument if he's supposed to be doing that.
I think eventually I think it happens to all the star players.
It
right?
does, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it could happen to him times 10 because, like I heard Jaylen Brown even say on one of his streams, like, yeah, I'm the best defender in the world. And somebody says, and he's like, no, Wemby ain't included in that. Like, he don't count.
Best two-way player in the world. Wemby don't count.
He's like, Wemby don't count. And I think if the dominance of Wemby is starting now, after 3 years of that, people gonna be like, all right, his ass don't count. Where's the new MVP? Because, you know what I'm saying?
They're fatigued.
No, yeah, for sure.
They're
I
real
think
fatigued.
The conversation could change real quickly if it's like he's 2 years in and it's like, man, you only got to the second round. It's like all that talk. We thought you could be up at least get to the final.
Hell yeah. But I'm
People
not
are going to
projecting
start
be in
doing
the
that
second round.
based on what happens this
now.
Yeah.
Because Victor
year. Which is not fair, but that's what's going to happen.
No, but he's setting himself up for it. All the talking, you can't do the talking that he does, which we love, and then go and be a second round exit as a second seed. Unless they play against some type of monster. But this team should go to the conference finals and have a chance to compete for a championship. That comes with talking. You know what I mean? He is choosing. Nobody forcing him to have the energy he has. He's coming out. He's saying he should be the MVP. He's mentioning Shea in the kind of a direct way. So now you're going to have to show it in the playoffs. And I believe him and the Spurs will.
Did y'all see that clip of that lady that got exposed at the Spurs game?
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
I did,
But
I did.
tell me about it because I love this.
So it was a older white lady, and old people be having them fat ass fonts on their
Bro, like
on their
zoomed
phone.
in times 100.
Oh, yeah, I
Some
know
big
exactly
ass
what you're
thing,
talking
and
about.
she was texting somebody saying a lot of Hispanics here. How can they afford all these tickets? And somebody got her video of it, and then she said like crazy ass Hispanics, and then like Spurs fans had custom shirts that said crazy ass Hispanic fans. The next day, the Spurs did some type of homage to like the Spanish community of San Antonio. So they bought into it, but it's just fucking crazy that these old people get caught doing this all the time.
Yeah.
It happened at another game a few years back where it was just some old white dude
I'm
had the
just
big
so
ass font at a
confused.
baseball game.
Was
Talking
that they
freaky.
first? Was that they first
you remember-
Spurs
you-
game?
like,
It had to be because that it's San Antonio.
First of all,
It's
San
San
Antonio
Antonio.
is like that's the culture over
That's
there.
literally
It's like
it,
it's just who they are over there, and for them to kind of be like,
Ain't they right by like El Paso and
Yeah,
all
their
that?
name
bro,
is San
It's very
Antonio.
cultural over there. So it's like,
It's
how
just
do you
hilarious.
not know?
And then De'Aaron Fox was asked about it. Obviously, he gave a very good answer.
But the human brain is incredible because I'm not perfect, as y'all know. None of us are. But I don't think I've ever, in my entire life, I don't know why I said think. I know in my entire life, I've never walked in an establishment and been like, hey, why are all these black folk in this RH restaurant? How can they afford? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not a person that's in people's
it's
business.
her being on the wrong side.
That's what I was like.
of
That's
shit.
crazy. Like people like that brain need to be. You at a basketball game where the 7'5" alien is on the court, and your mind is These Hispanic people.
90% of our roster is black, and you care about the
Right.
Hispanic people in the crowd.
Yeah,
It's a diverse
And you're in a
sport.
Hispanic city.
In a Hispanic city. She had to be like an implant from a white ass city. No way she lives in San Antonio and
That's why I said it
experiencing
had to be her
Hispanic
first
people
game
for the
with
first
Did they
time.
show how she looked?
No, nobody knows who it is. They never got
they
a face.
petty.
They
Put
never got
that
a face.
motherfucker on the t-shirt, blast it around. You got to feel the humiliation you was trying to send out. You now need to feel.
100%.
It's nobody else's fault but yours.
She's feeling it in private.
Not even just that. Not even
Are
just
you sure?
Maybe.
What'd you say?
She's probably feeling it in private.
Are we sure?
A lot of those people don't have shame.
At all.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, not even just the fans of the crazy Hispanic shirts or De'Aaron Fox's great answer, or the Spurs answer. In the comments of that TikTok, it was Hispanic fans showing pictures of like, I don't know how you can afford, because she wasn't in like courtside, and it was like Hispanic fans courtside. Like, no, we cannot just afford this. We in the suite. We courtside.
yeah.
So
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
cool
it's,
as
it's
it.
a
That
really
was
good
the,
response.
Stop playing my Latino
Too
people,
much
man.
jackassery in the
A lot of
NBA.
jackass.
Stop playing with me, man.
Next bit of thing, Arkansas freshman star Darrick Acuff Jr. has landed a signature shoe with Reebok.
Reebok.
Hey, our guy, this is old. Why is this news today?
Oh, is it? Oh,
This
When
is
I saw
like,
it, it came out 29 minutes ago.
no, I'm saying like today. This is not news. Like he's been with Reebok.
oh no, it's about his signature sneaker.
Okay.
Oh.
They're giving him his own signature sneaker instead of giving it to Modest. But yeah, he getting his own sneaker. And of course, he had the stamp of approval of Allen Iverson for a while.
Yep.
But AI just reposted something today.
What they do?
The next him.
They released like the design.
No pictures.
Kind of
no
like the Kay
nothing.
Cunningham thing where
Oh,
we
yeah,
announcing.
okay.
But the
Bring back
Acuff
the
one
pumps, man. Bring
is
back
on
the
the way.
pumps.
He can't. They can't do that anyway because he's with a Nike school.
What do you mean?
Why would you release his shoe right now? He can't wear it.
Yeah, he can't wear it yet.
He'll be wearing it in Sacramento next year.
Yeah, when you watch him right now, he's going to be wearing Kobe's. Arkansas is a Nike school. But I love this for Darrick Acuff, man. I seen this. The reason I know it's old because I've already seen an interview from talking about it. Shout out to my guy, Switch Cultures. But yeah, like I think this is dope for him. His response about it, being on something different, which I like that a lot of athletes are doing that. I think Jaeger Demon went with Way of Wade when he first came
I
in.
love Way of Wade's, man. Hit me up.
D'Angelo Russell did the same thing.
Yep.
Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton, Michael Porter Jr., DeAndre Ayton, they all went to that Puma route when it was new. R.J. Barrett, Marvin Bagley when that was a new wave. Reebok got the new guys. But I think that's dope. And
Who
it's
they got Modest. They got Angel Reese.
Angel
And now
Reese.
Acuff. Is that their top
Acuff.
three? Not a bad three.
I feel like there's one more we missing.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
And yeah, I remember I was with Modest. I think at an EJ game, him and his mans was dipped out in Reebok, and I'm like that's so cold to me, bro. That's
Yeah.
so cold. You just like got like free clothes.
For life, basically.
I'm damn the next time I see him finna tell him, boy, I know you got some shit my side.
I haven't worn Reebok in so long.
And that's what
But you
they
won't close the door?
Huh?
You won't close the door on the
that's
idea,
what
right?
Darrick Acuff was saying. Like when we
They
was
got
younger,
Native Mint too.
Native Mint. Okay. See, I didn't know that. And I think he's with a Nike school right now,
the
which
fuck
is
is
very
this?
dope and interesting that they like. I like that.
Dink
Hey,
Paint. Dink Paint.
Okay.
Got him too.
Damn, I didn't realize Dink was. Or did I know that? Because all of them did like a sit down
They
with
got you
Jordan
good.
Switch Cultures. But
She
real
looking
dope.
good.
Always.
When I watched Darrick Acuff for a long time, majority of this college season, I was Stephon Marbury. That's what I was seeing. But like over the last couple of games, especially the most recent one against High Point, it gave me some Iverson vibes. I'm not gonna lie, because he was just straight walking them down. Some of the ways he's scoring, he does have a similar sculpted body as Marbury, and maybe some of the
Yeah,
movements is a little
I see it.
smooth. But the scoring, I think, is a little tier higher. No disrespect, because Marbury is a bucket, but it looked very Iverson-esque in certain ways. So,
Can I
I like the stamp of
confess that
approval
I
from
haven't been
both.
able to actually watch much March Madness.
oh, I
couple
know,
rounds.
I know, because you have let us know.
Now,
You've said a bunch of times that you ain't seen one thing of AJ DeBonson and these
kinda
guys.
unfortunate.
But shout out to my boy Derek. He was texting the line
live,
down.
live texting. It's just for me. It's been tough with the two kids things, man.
No, I'm not letting you get that off. Because you
Yeah, let me ignore the 8-month-old. So I can watch this game at
you
1:30.
texted us about NBA shit.
That's because it's later in the day. It's mostly like them starting at 11 o'clock makes it impossible.
But no, those early games was through the whole day. That was the best
No, I
part
mean,
about the
eventually I
first
put them
days.
up on TV, but like I prioritize the NBA towards the end of the night.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you.
but I think
You're wrong for that.
I don't think I am.
Because the March Madness is literally just that opening day, you're never getting anything like it.
I mean, it was kind of. How many good games did you get that first day? 2?
The first day was the best day. The
was it?
second
Oh, so
day was the
second day,
day
second
where
day.
all of the
Yeah.
favorable teams really
second
won. That first day was lit.
I don't know.
And now we're at the point where that's gone.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no all day.
I think this is where it becomes easy for me because it's not a 11 o'clock tip off anymore. It's like
But then that's where you got to compete now with this final stretch of the NBA, where these seedings will matter so much. It can be conflicting.
no.
You don't think so?
Charlotte versus Kings, I'm okay.
Okay.
Knicks versus Pelicans, that's actually an interesting game.
But I mean, ain't like no games coming on tonight. Thursday, Friday,
Thursday is when it come back.
which is the
It's only 3 games on
opening
Thursday
day.
in the NBA, and they all tip off at 6.
Okay, we good.
So I'll be able to lock in there.
I feel like you could still probably like.
But Darren Peterson's gone.
Yeah,
AJ
that-
DeBonce is out.
But no, I don't want to look at it from the perspective of the draft. I just want to watch
Okay.
the college basketball. But we do got, Illinois versus Houston got some players, right?
that Kansas loss.
Arizona.
That Kansas loss is
hurt.
crazy.
I mean, like it was just you had to get one stop, and it wasn't even a tough shot, which they gave up. It's just he kind of walked to the basket.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give up no fouls, which I understand too. But
Who's that
just
against
gave up
again?
a layup.
Iowa? No, the Iowa hit the
St.
other
John.
side.
St. John's,
St. John's,
St. John's
yeah.
beat Kansas.
Right.
I became a fan of St. John's in that game.
The funniest thing ever. Sometimes the funniest thing ever, and there's no offense.
They
but
got Duke.
to see the live tweeting and just to see some of the things like as a college basketball person to hear it, it'd be funny. I wish Christian was. I wish it was like the full group chat because I think Christian would have the same enjoyment too.
Only one seed has been out, and that's Florida. Every other one
Yes, they
seed
lost
still
to
alive.
Iowa, Bennett Sturts. But Darrick is like, oh my gosh, like St. John's, they really defend. It's like
I
it's
knew that- I
fucking
knew that
Patino. But like, I know you don't know though, but it's still like funny when I was seeing it. I was like, yeah, this is crazy. But I loved it because you was putting that effort in to go see it. I'm like, I was so. I don't think y'all be knowing how much it brightens my day when I see Mike be like,
So you ain't like my Tanner tweet?
what did you say?
That I'm only taking Cam Booz
I
over
fucking
him?
hated that. Did you tweet it or text
No,
it?
I just texted
Okay,
it. I would
okay.
never
I'm about to say I
tweet.
didn't see a tweet. You did say that in the group chat. Yeah. Like I'm taking. Yeah, I saw that. No, you said you would take him over DP.
Yeah, over
Peterson.
DP and AJ. Only person I left was Cam.
When I was watching that St. John's game, it was like, damn, after every make, they gonna really pick you up and hound you full court
They was
and make it
getting to it,
very
man.
hard for you to get the ball inbounds.
They was getting
I saw
to it.
Patino do an interview like before one of the games, and he was telling us how surprised he was that this team is good. Because he was like, last year he had a feeling he had a really good roster. This year he didn't have that feeling. He had 9 new players.
Yeah, they
Never
had
know
a
how
lot
they
of
gonna
new
mesh.
guys, man.
And he's like, man, they just playing. He was like, I've been here for, I don't know if he said 40 years, however long. I've been here.
He's only been there for like 3-4 years.
I'm talking about coaching in general,
Oh, okay.
coaching college. I've been here for so many years, and I'm just taking it day by day. You never know if this is the last time you're gonna be here or you got 10 more. So
That's a
I'm just
fact.
happy. I'm like, okay, shout out to Patino.
It's a fact, but Rick Pitino, you know you're gonna be in the damn tournament.
That's a good mindset,
He
though.
had
Good
Iona
mindset.
in the damn tournament.
They say he's one of the 3 coaches to have a Sweet 16 appearance in 5 different decades.
It's crazy.
80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020.
I've literally been watching it do it all my life.
Nuts.
When I was growing up, used to be a coach I wanted to play for, then that switched. I wanted to play for Lute Olson, who passed away, rest in peace.
I bet when he was at Iona, he was celebrating the game winner.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now he too cool for school.
But then again, I wonder what was he celebrating at Iona? Because Rick Pitino, like 5 different decades, he actually is used to that shit.
Yeah, man, maybe he's just used to it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he was excited. His heart was pumping.
I
But
know
he
it was.
is a classy. Some people gonna laugh at that because Rick Pitino and them at Louisville, that was a team. They were saying they was getting the strippers and all of that.
Oh shit.
Hey, sound like my coach.
Mine too, boy. I told y'all I grew up wanting to play for Louisville because he had Francisco Garcia in that 2005 year. That's the year that North Carolina beat Illinois. They had the black jerseys. Francisco Garcia would wear the Jordans. I think he had like some Jordan 13s. They was in a Slam magazine. And then I think he got Wayne Blackshear. They had what's my
remember Wayne
boy?
Blackshear.
Terrence Williams. Those Louisville teams was really, really cool.
Russ
and-
Smith.
Yes.
Peyton Siva.
Yeah. And so then I was like, I want to play for Lute Olson
Bro,
because
it's so crazy because I remember I liked Francisco Garcia.
he was the
especially-
guy.
But it's like I didn't really notice him until the Rockets. But
He
he
got
was
drafted
only
out of
averaging like
Kings.
3 points a game.
No, yeah, he was a
He was only
bad.
averaging like a couple
I
points
think that
a
was
game.
our prime 2K league years. So you
Oh,
drafted
he
him in the
was a good
12th
2K player.
round.
He
and-
was like a 68 overall, but he could get you some
He was
buckets.
a really good college
Francisco
basketball
Garcia's
player,
been
man.
in
And I
there.
think they wrote a story about him in the Slam when they did their March Madness issue. I think his brother had got killed or where they from or a cousin or something like that. And No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm lying. In the Slam magazine, he had a pair of Jordan 13s in his locker room. And they were so cold to me as a kid. But Louisville did not wear Jordan. They were big ass Adidas, the pro model.
Yeah,
the
shout out to the
big-ass-
pro model.
Yeah,
Zach
they-
Levine hooped the nose for a little bit.
He did. But Louisville, that was a team shoe, and they would have a shiny. What's that type of material? Is that?
I don't know, but I know exactly what
I know
you're
what
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
Yeah, they would wear the shiny red
I think I
ones.
got
or
a
the black
pair
ones.
of baby blue ones.
The shiny ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those was dope. And I remember watching that and being like, I ain't really an Adidas guy. I'm more of a Nike guy as a 7-year-old, or at that time I was probably 10 in 2005. Yeah. But I'm like, I like them Adidas. They a little fat.
They
but them
definitely fat.
all right. And I started liking Adidas with those and Crazy Eights. But college basketball does that where you get, like, they put me on to so many shoes. Like, I remember Mike Bibby and them had the foams with Arizona. I remember Chris Paul and Darren Williams used to wear these certain Nikes. I love those days, man. College basketball. But yeah, it was so funny seeing you take some of those things. But I love to see y'all engage with it because it's a time, man. It's a time.
All right, before we move on to our main topic, I want to play this game with y'all.
Uh-oh.
The Ringer Top 100 just updated. Again, the Ringer is not the end-all, be-all of ranking NBA players, but I think it's a cool little source. The way they do it, all of their writers put in a ballot of the top 100 players, and then they average it out. That's what. They started it at the beginning of the season, and now this is their last run before the end of the season.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you where a player was at the start of the season, and I want you to guess where they are now.
Okay.
Starting off with Kawhi Leonard, before the season started, they had him ranked as the 14th best player in the NBA. Where do you think he is now?
They had him at 14.
They had him at 14th.
Then
coming
he's
into the year.
probably
I got him at like 9, 8.
9.
7.
He's at 7. He went to 14, 20, 18,
by the way,
10.
I'm looking at Francisco
and 7.
Garcia. I ain't looking at that thing.
Next name we gonna go to is Jaylen Brown. Came into the season as player number 20. Obviously a great season so far. What does he jump up to?
10.
7.
6.
They got him at number 11.
Ooh. That's
him
kind of
at 11.
crazy.
Not really if we think about the people ahead of him. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. Next we got Tyrese Maxey, who started the season at number 33.
He probably dropped to
Dropped.
5th. No, jumped.
I
Jumped
said
to
he
5th.
dropped.
You
I'm
did
gonna
say
say-
drop.
Oh, I did? I'm going to say
I
jumped.
think he probably dropped to
16.
like 20.
I'll give him 16.
Tyrese Maxey.
29 points per game this season.
Where would he
7
start
assists.
at again?
He started at 33.
I would say they probably got him at like 18, 17.
They got him at 13.
Oh, wow.
That's a really big jump.
It's a
yeah,
big jump.
that's crazy.
Jamal Murray started at number 30.
First time All-Star, they probably put him at
18.
20.
18.
15.
15? Wow.
15. Scotty Barnes started the season at 42.
Damn.
Where is he at now?
How the fuck does he start at 42?
20.
I think it makes sense.
I'm going to go 20.
I'll go 20 as well.
17.
He's 17.
17. Denny Abdia, 53 to start the season.
He jumped up. He probably in the
Probably like 26.
27.
Yeah, I would say about 28.
19, y'all.
19.
Wow.
They got him at
Top-
19.
They have him
I
as
see
a
all the
top
people,
20
like,
player
the
in the
people that
league.
fell, really.
They sure do. Oh, you want some people that fail?
Yeah.
Evan Mobley started the season at 16. Where is he at now?
30.
27.
30.
23.
Okay, that's not. I jumped super high because I feel like every time we heard a number, it's like
Dramatic.
Yeah, he didn't jump like 10 spots. So it's like
LeBron James started at 11. Where is he at now?
19.
20.
33.
25.
25.
Does that feel about right for him? He's one below Pascal Siakam, one above Jalen Duren.
I would probably have Pascal higher.
No, Pascal is one spot higher.
Oh, so who the other guy?
Jalen
said
Duren
Jalen
is one
Duren.
spot below.
Okay. Jalen Duren playing some really
It's
good
not too
basketball,
bad for a 41-year-old.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Next guy we got is Austin Reeves. Started at 57. Where's Austin Reeves at now?
Probably like 26, 25.
I'll go.
Well, you know, LeBron. I just told
Someone
you
else
LeBron
is
is 25.
Oh, 22.
I'll go 24. Oh no, it's like, he can't be
14.
because someone. He's in a 20 somewhere.
36.
Oh, he's 36.
Damn.
Con Knipple came
I don't
unranked.
fuck with the Lakers.
Not at all.
He was Con Knipple was unranked. Where is he at now?
40.
27.
40 exactly. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Wow,
Derek. He is at
that's
number 40.
impressive.
Paolo Banchero. We'll do a few more. Paolo Banchero came into the season at
It's
19.
all Darrick. It's all
He
Darrick.
came in the season at what?
He was number 19 coming into the season.
So he regressed.
Guess. You're supposed to guess.
Based on what you know this season, do you think his perception is higher or lower than before the
If he
season
came
started?
in at 19, he's probably around 31.
I would agree with Darrick.
Say 29.
42.
42?
Wow, they getting a little disrespectful now.
They put him what Scotty Barnes was.
He is right below Cooper Flagg, right above Trey Murphy III. Let's do like two more. Stephon Castle came into the season unranked. Where is
So
he at now?
He probably jumped up.
34.
Yeah, he's probably
Say
in the 30s.
38.
Number 50.
Oh, shit. We shooting high.
Y'all shooting very high. Let's do two more. Trying to get some good jumps. Dylan Brooks came into the season at 88. Where is he at now?
31.
We jumping too high. Do it again.
Well, you know,
think-
Austin Reeves is 35.
Oh, true. Let's go.
What number he come
I'll
in
take
at?
41.
88.
41.
88?
41.
Then
49.
I'll give him 45.
56.
56.
All right, last one. Darius Garland came into the season at number 29. Where do they have him ranked now?
47.
35.
37.
60.
60. Damn.
One below his former teammate Jared Allen, one above Josh Giddey.
It was a rough year for him, so I can understand that. Wait, Josh Giddey.
One above Josh Giddey.
Damn. I feel like Giddey had a good year.
That don't mean he had a bad year. He's a top 100 player in the league.
You're right.
I mean, Josh Giddey came in at 75. Now he's at 61. So,
Oh.
you know, some progression from him.
Nice little jump.
So shout out to all the guys that have made an appearance, man. Pretty interesting. Once you get to that bottom of the list, it's like, oh, okay.
Who number 100?
Did y'all see that article from Bleach Report?
Hold up. Who number 100?
Eastern Conference wing.
Wait, what happened?
Jason Tatum?
No. He asked me who number 100 was. Eastern Conference
Oh.
wing. Hasn't played much this season.
Paul
Sound like
George?
Jason
It is
Tatum?
Paul George.
Okay.
It's Paul George.
Oh.
He's number 100.
Hey, my boy's still a top 100 player.
Ayo Dosunmu made the list. Shout out to Ayo.
What?
What were you saying though, Derek?
Bleach Report made an article
About the transactions?
about the best pure scores in NBA history, and I wanted to get y'all reaction to this list.
Okay.
Let me just-
Okay. I have
I'm
not seen
scrolling.
it.
Because
So-
pure always is a question mark for me. What do they mean by pure?
Yeah, because I remember Giannis was one of your top peer scores.
Giannis is on this list.
Yeah.
Fuck, where is it? I gotta scroll. They released so many articles
You
within
could
the last.
really just go to Google and type in top peer
Bleacher.
scores, Bleacher Report.
Okay.
But you have to teach my boy how to use the internet. My man's been here before.
You wanted to talk about this article on the show and you didn't say
Huh?
Huh?
You said what?
nothing. Just find the article.
This is going to go into the clips of guys not being prepared for the episode.
yes.
I had it, but then I just like forgot about it.
I have. You got notes?
So here, I got it right here. So with Kevin Durant passing it, they made this list.
Passing
And,
what?
What is he
Passing
passing?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they made their top 15 pure scores.
Pure scores.
And some
What's
of
their
this,
excerpt? What's their excerpt?
Yeah, because explain what their definition is. Because I want to see if we can guess them. If they can give, if we can understand their
you
definition
take-
of pure.
if you take the top 100 players in NBA histories per 75 possessions, minimum 10,000 minutes,
Oh, so it's math.
sort them, yeah.
Okay.
Sort them by average, their ranks in that number relative to true shooting percentage.
Oh my goodness. I'm out.
Free throw attempt rate,
I'm out.
And it's for best scores?
yeah.
Oh, man, bro.
And so
Let's make this shit a science project.
the number one guy.
no. I
You
want to
wanna-
see if we can guess them.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
The number one peer score.
Well, as you said, since
And this
Kevin
is throughout
Durant.
history.
Is Kevin Durant number one?
No.
No.
It would have to still be like Kobe or Michael. Peer score?
But he said something about true shooting percentage.
Yeah.
Kobe's going to be on the list. He's not going to be number one. because of the efficiency.
Nope, he's on the list. He's
Yeah,
not
he's gonna be
number
there.
Is
but
it gonna
he's
be
just not
like
number one.
Steph for the efficiency reasons?
That's a good guess.
one. It is Steph.
Steph is the
Steph
best pure
Curry is
scorer in
number
NBA
one.
history, according to this one math equation.
Hey, math.
Math is
A lot of things line up right if you do the right.
so. That means
equations.
KD is top 5.
Yes,
Okay.
He might be top 3.
Is Michael Jordan top 5?
Michael Jordan is top 5 as well.
Kobe Bryant is top 5.
No,
No, because the efficiency would have probably took him down.
Is Shea top 5?
no.
Okay.
Shea on the list.
He got to
Yes,
be on the
Shea
list.
is on the
Based
list,
on that
though.
equation I just heard, free throw rate and true shooting percentage, I'm surprised he's not number 1.
Have they done? Do they have old players on there like Will Chamberlain? Because like he literally did not miss shots.
No, Will isn't on here.
Okay.
There are some older guys on here, but Will
Probably like a
isn't.
Larry Bird.
No, Larry didn't make it.
Wow.
There's a few bigs.
Elijah
Just 2
Wan.
bigs. No,
Bob Pettit.
no,
Was it like Tim or Dirk?
nope.
Pure
Shaq?
bid.
Shaq is
Oh,
on there,
duh.
but Shaq is at the bottom
I
of the
was
list.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that
Shaq,
free throw percentage.
David
has to
Robinson.
be there.
No,
So that means Giannis is
yeah,
going to be here
Giannis.
too.
Shaq
Dirk.
is number 13.
Where's Dirk?
Dirk isn't on here, and then Giannis would fall. Where is his name at? Shit. No, I think I scrolled past it on accident. Giannis is number 11.
Okay.
Man, what I got Spencer Dinwiddie at? 'Cause he was the biggest bucket I know.
Just read us the list.
Is
from
Kyrie on here?
Kyrie is on here, but I'll
Yeah,
just
that
go
makes
through
sense.
Just
the
read
list.
us the list.
Number 1 was Steph Curry. Number 2 was Kevin Durant.
Okay.
3 was Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Number 4 is Joel Embiid.
Yeah, why not? Free throw rate, percentages, more than 1 point per possession during this MVP, or 1 point per minute during this MVP season. Yeah. makes
James
sense.
Harden.
James Harden didn't make the list. LeBron James is number 5.
Oh, we didn't. Did anybody mention the name Bron?
Nah, that's the guy that leads the whole NBA in
Yeah,
points
my fault,
ever.
bro.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is number 6.
Okay, he's there.
George Gervin is number 7.
Iceman.
Then at number 8, you have Luka Doncic.
Okay, shout out to. We didn't say Luka, I don't think either. We just looked past 2 of the best.
This one was Nikola Jokic is number 9.
Hey,
It don't surprise.
don't surprise me. He's efficient as hell.
Kobe Bryant is number 10.
Okay.
Number 11 is Giannis. And then number 12 is Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Then you get to Shaquille O'Neal at 13. Then you go to Donovan Mitchell at 14.
I was thinking Donovan Mitchell, but I didn't say it because it felt kind of crazy.
It sounds crazy. I mean, like he is. When you talk about like best scores throughout history, I don't think Donovan Mitchell comes to mind. But I don't want to disrespect him. He deserves the conversations. But I
Wait,
think
is
you
there
just kind
somebody
of
beneath him?
Yeah.
Or is that the whole list?
This is one more. It's Karl Malone. Oh, and then painful omissions. Wilt, Kareem,
Donovan Mitchell a better scorer than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Dominic Wilkins.
No. No.
They gotta have Bam
no
up
Harden.
there.
They gotta have Bam. No,
Bam's
they
got
said
him.
efficiency, Mike.
Oh,
83
But
is
it's-
83, man.
right.
It is crazy that Harden didn't make it and Carmelo didn't make it. I understand that they might not.
Because they're
fit that
saying
efficiency.
pure scores,
Yeah.
not pure buckets.
They took a definition, though, and made it.
Yeah.
So,
Because if you were saying pure buckets, and I think Carmelo's in that top 15. You know, no math equation, just vibes. Carmelo's in that top 15.
Yeah. But I think when you look at that pure, you can't go strictly off math.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
that's why they list.
That's why I don't like math.
That's why they list look goofy.
That's why I don't like
'Cause
math.
James Harden was.
Yeah, they list look goofy. 'cause
James
they wanted
Harden
to
was
be
a
mathematicians.
I don't know, man. I never seen some shit James Harden was doing.
Yeah, that boy, they was trying to guard him from the back.
With hands behind their back.
Yeah, that,
And he was still getting fouls. It's crazy. Yeah, we're going to look back on that era with a lot of, like when we 45, we're going to look back on that era with a lot of fondness.
He's a trendsetter.
I do that now, so I already know.
Oh, y'all want to get into one sentence for every NBA team?
Got all these guys stepping back.
Who want to start off? We did split the list up.
I'll start
I'll
off.
start
Put
off.
one
Oh, no.
sentence?
You funny.
I did one word.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
it says
It
sentence.
literally says sentence in the text.
But I feel you because I started and I was doing a question for each team. I'm like, wait,
Well,
Yeah,
turn
just
that
one
word
sentence.
into a sentence, damn it.
No, but I chose really good words for mine, so
I'm gonna start with the Warriors to keep it very simple.
Why are we not reading?
Pray.
And you the one
liked
that
it.
said, do this one. Yeah, you the one that
He
picked
picked my
it.
teams for me and everything.
He was really excited
I
about
didn't pick your
this.
team. I just took what was left over.
No, but you picked them for me. Like, I appreciate it.
You the one to say number one was the one we should do today. You picked your teams first, and then you gave Pierre his teams at the end.
The one word sounded so much harder to do, though.
Okay. No, you just trying to get yourself extra.
You know what
credit.
sound like?
pulled a Ray.
You know what sound
pulled a
harder?
Ray.
What sound harder for you is following the directions. But no.
I
Prayers.
told you about that time in school, right?
No.
Teacher passed out this big old packet.
Talk to me.
She said, make sure you read it.
By
Make
the
sure-
way, very underrated. I enjoyed the package because I got to kind of just go in my own world and like talk with my homies, and we could talk about the girls who we like, and you just got to do your packet. But when the teacher want to sit in front of the classroom and talk your ear off, you can't do all of that.
I needed that
the
little
teacher was trying to teach
What?
us a lesson.
The teacher teaching more than just like, y'all remember that viral TikTok from a long time ago? The white dude's like, all thing you do is giving us brackets, yo. We don't learn like that. Y'all don't know that TikTok? Oh, somebody know exactly what the fuck I'm
He's
talking
from
about.
fucking New York, yo.
He was just some white dude.
Teacher gave us a big old packet. She said, make sure you read it all before you start doing your work.
Yo ass ain't do that.
People start doing their work. They trying to get to the packet. They trying to be the first one done. You kind of just read a few pages. It
Another
said-
funny thing from adolescence: why were we rushing to be first? If anybody gave a fuck.
Back in my day, at Love It, if you was first, you got the grade of the kids. Because our teacher didn't want to grade the paper. So if you was first, you got 100. You used to walk around as the teacher and grade other people's shit. I used to love that back in the day. Yeah, finish your story, Mike.
I'm gonna keep cutting you
She
off.
wanted you to read. By the time you got to page 4, there was a sentence that said, if you read up to here, you only have to do number 1, nothing else in the packet. Everybody turned in their packet, all they shit was done.
That's crazy.
So it's like,
I like that lesson, teacher.
That is
it's
a
like you
great
gotta
lesson.
read before you start doing your work.
fucking mooly. You Muliano. Fucking goofies.
So yeah, don't be the dummy kid. Make sure y'all read.
So you went through that and still ain't learned your fucking lesson.
You were one of the kids that did the whole packet.
At least up to that point, yeah.
And
And now you
20
still
years
don't
later,
read. Still don't read.
Reading hard.
Not when you do it. Ain't that crazy? Reading is hard, but once you do it, it don't become hard no more.
I know a lot of things that fit that description.
Yeah. Once you do it, it do not become hard no more. Especially if you wear a size. What size you wear?
What was your
I'm not
sense for
answering
the
no
Warriors?
questions.
What was
Especially if
your
you wear a
sense for the
size
Warriors?
10.
Pete?
Huh?
What was your sense for the Warriors?
Oh, first and foremost, prayers to Moses Moody. We
100%.
said that on the linear, but we want to make sure we say it here because that was very tough to watch, very scary,
Yeah.
very gruesome. So speedy recovery to Moses Moody. This is the end.
Like
Which
Michael Jackson.
I feel like we've kind of known, but it is kind of crazy to actually see it here. I mean, Steph Curry is in street clothes. Some nights Draymond playing, some nights he's not. They're like not in the playoff picture at all. You watching the Moses Moody game, Clay is on the other team still. Like it is crazy. Jonathan Kuminga, I'm watching getting steals for the Atlanta Hawks. But this is truly like I think we might be approaching the real end of the Warriors. And again, as much as we've seen it coming, as much as we knew it was on the way, it's still kind of hard to grasp because for especially our early working career, they were a very heavy, prominent staple.
Yeah.
It's one of
I
the
agree.
best runs we had seen. I had seen in my lifetime, right? Because we kind of was born in the midst of the Jordan shit. Kobe and them was dominant, but that was a little bit something different. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
might be the
agree.
end, man.
It could be. It's definitely it's there.
what's the percentage of it not being?
10.
Yeah, 10%. Just out of respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
For
might
Steph
make
Curry,
a move, but but it's probably over with.
I'll go next. It's I got the Detroit Pistons, and I said this is the most important offseason in a long time for this franchise. Just to be able to go out there and potentially get something that could really help put them over the top.
What if they are over the top? What if they just took over the NBA with this they're the number 1 seed?
Yeah,
And
they
what
are.
if they go out and play it that way?
If they do that, then hey, so be it.
What
but I
if-
think you still have to win it in order to afford it. Because like let's say you come up short,
How short? If they're in the
like
conference finals, but
and they lose, you still got to look at it the fact that we got to go into this offseason, we got to hit on whatever moves we make to make
I
sure
think
that
it-
we
Do you think that move should be bigger? Like, should they try to swing
depends on
for
how-
a
it
true
depends on
impact?
how-
If they go
go
to
out.
the Eastern Conference Finals, I think it minimizes the importance of this offseason a little bit to me. Because do you think they go to the Conference Finals?
I would assume so. Yeah.
You think they go to the Conference
Let me
Finals?
see who they would potentially match up with in that first round.
He waiting on me. It's
one of those
so he can
play-ins.
say hell
It's,
no.
it's Cavs Raptors right now.
You said the second round?
Second round would be Cavs
Oh.
Raptors. Because first round, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Unless it's Charlotte, then you got to think about it.
So if they play in the 7-game series against the Cavs, you pick the Pistons?
Yeah.
You pick the Pistons?
Not today, no.
Oh.
You pick the Pistons?
Probably not.
I don't pick the Pistons either. No shame though.
But I think me saying no to that has nothing to do with what's happened this season. Because from the very start to even now, post James Harden, the Pistons have looked like the better team at every stop.
Yeah, we
But
just know the
something-
playoffs are a different
Yeah,
game.
something about the way the team plays make me feel
I
more
mean, their
confident in
best
the Cavs.
player is also out right now. He's going to be coming back, going into that's an all right thing to say.
And I mean,
we
it's-
can't be letting these fans.
Yeah, those that's a real problem for the Pistons. Is like they're gonna have to decide how they're gonna really put down points down the stretch in a 7-game series when it's half court offense. That's not no hate. That's just how it is and
Who
how
says
people
hate?
look at. Because people
No, he's saying
not
how you was
necessarily hate,
prefacing it.
Oh.
but not necessarily hate, but people come
No, I
here
was
like
I was just
man.
kind of showcasing that like sometimes the shit that we just watch won't matter when you making your final decision. That's what I was
I
saying.
think Bulls fans learned that the most, didn't they?
But hey, I swear, every time I talk
Bulls
about it,
fan
I
learned
bring
that
that
the
up.
most.
The Bulls was spanking their ass in their regular season and was going in the playoffs and getting their ass spanked. It was very confusing for me as a younger-minded person to grasp that. I was going to the playoffs like, oh, you remember what they did all regular season, right? It's all good. Watch this. And it would not have happened. So, but okay, I ain't mad at that. The only reason I said what I said is because it felt like you zoomed past the potential that they could actually do something. I mean, we all have our questions and flaws, but I mean, every team has that in the Eastern Conference. They're the 1 seed with that. I have the same kind of questions for the Knicks, and I'm sure we can come up with the same questions for the Celtics, the Cavs, and all these other teams. So, but there is a world where the Pistons do surprise us and handle their business like they've been doing all year.
I'll go with OKC. You're always going to default back to us. You know, there's a lot of contenders across basketball, but for me, and it seems like for a lot of people, it's hard to say this team is going to win over the OKC Thunder, especially now that Dub is back and he looked pretty good in that debut. It's hard to be like, yeah, we love what we see from the Spurs. Yeah, the Nuggets are always going to be there. The Lakers are jumping up. The Timberwolves are a very interesting team. But shit, they got to go against OKC. And while the Nuggets did take them 7 last year, I just feel like you always are going to default before the playoff starts to be like, OKC is the favorite.
Yeah, it's that defense that you always kind of reminded of. Like at any time, I've seen them hold. And again, Brandon came back from injury, but like he was averaging like 12 points. Julius Randle the season with the when they played the Timberwolves, Julius Randle wasn't doing nothing against OKC. It's like they have just a defensive structure to really just stop a lot of these go-to guys. And if you have that, then you just have the chance to just win so many games. Then they have so much more than that with a guy named Shea, with a guy named J-Dub. So again, they are probably still the hardest team to beat when you just think about defensively. How the hell do you score on these guys?
Anybody that's going to do out of sentence?
I didn't know if you said
waiting
one.
for
I already gave ours.
I had the Lakers. I'm gonna share the words I had too. I had tantalizing for them. For the
That boy be listening to Walt Frazier on the broadcast.
for the sentence, I'm gonna put that. Job is 1 foot. Oh, job is not.
Bro, why is there a full book in your
I
notes?
just saw your shit, yeah.
You
What?
mad? I have notes and I'm prepared.
He just asked a question.
I'm just asking.
Hey,
Well,
for somebody
hey, hold up.
But
Wait,
that's what I'm
hey,
saying.
y'all, stop being
No,
so
because-
fucking defensive.
Why you got notes in your phone? But you also underprepared for the show. So why do you have one word but then 17 lines worth of shit after?
Because you write stuff down. I
Can
like
you
to write
ask a
stuff, type
question?
stuff
Can you
down.
ask a question?
Because that's
I
just
would
a
lo-
normal thing to do.
I would love to hear what you have written.
Hey, look, this is why he asked. When you look at my shit, it's very one sentencey.
Yeah.
You type it in all
You
caps.
said you didn't do one sentence.
Yeah.
You did one word, and that shit is like a book still. So that's why I kind of caught motherfuckers off guard. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
Just some notes.
Can I hear the notes?
Yeah, if you want. When I read my notes, I don't put them down to say verbatim. I just kind of
that's
summarize.
fine. But we want to hear the notes though.
The Lakers have had their ups and downs like any other team, but when they are up, I think the conversation turns to like contention. See, I'm not reading that shit. Nigga just gonna get laughed. I'm not reading that shit.
Hell no.
Motherfucker want me to go up there and dance in front of the school, but I ain't finna do it. I had the Lakers for tantalizing. The Lakers have been so good this season. That they do have a conversation like maybe they could be a finals team. Maybe they could get to the conference finals. And it's really easy to jump into that, but I kind of have to dial it back sometimes where just not too long ago, I was saying that like, man, this is a season where we take it as we come, but we're not looking at with the high expectations that we're kind of like, we're going in with the built roster. We still have to kind of get everything around and find out what the structure is, find out what LeBron James is doing. This team has still a lot of the questions, but we one of the top seeds in the NBA right now. And people look at us as a competitor or a contender. I think that's like, it's really easy to jump the gun, but you also got to remind that we still got a long way to go. We barely scratching the surface right now.
You have 8 teams today?
7 teams. 2 of y'all took 8, so.
I took 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you took 8 too.
I don't know.
I got 8.
Did you put together that type of notes for all of your teams?
Yeah.
I would have rather.
How else would I have done it?
I would have rather.
One word.
That reminded me. They clipped out a part of Saturday where the dude was like, oh no, was that Friday? Where the dude was like, I need some advice on making my girl happy.
That was Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike was like, well, I don't know what he need advice on. And I was like, on making his girl happy. I wish we would have used. Can we? You ain't got to read them all. But can we hear another one for another team? Because I laugh because it's the Lakers. I feel like you just be.
That's why I asked if you got a favorite team, because it's your team, so
Yeah.
maybe you have more to say.
Not everybody has the same amount of substance in it, but I definitely
The
try
Lakers
to
also
find
the
something.
hottest team.
Well, for the word, again, initially I thought we were doing words, and that's on me. But like, I feel like we've done that before, and it's like, man, this team was hungry. This
Right.
team was excited. Like,
Yeah.
I try to find different words or whatever, and so I wanted to find something for each
Darrick
team.
filthy.
You put out that
Darrick, you took
thesaurus?
Darrick said
Yeah.
you just took a shot at him.
No, I think I've done it personally myself, but like, I think a lot of times we do kind of bypass some teams. So I just want to give everybody they love. If dude likes the Kings, he wants to hear about the Kings.
Well, Mike, I got the Kings. I don't have a fucking sentence down.
Well,
yet.
can
Well,
Mike
it's things like
Mike
that.
go again?
Yeah, I'll go again, and I'll pick another team that's kind of like,
Can we hear the
Whatever.
excerpt too?
yeah. For the Pacers, I had the word recess, and
Recess.
you have to let me explain.
Yeah,
I had
I
recess.
was about to give you a comment like, damn, he barring up metaphors.
I had no sense on the spot, so I'm just gonna say my word. I had recess, but for them, the Pacers team had to be one of the most talked about teams coming off the finals. So I don't know if they probably had over an hour of like TV talk this season. And you realize again, we talked about how the importance of Tyrese Halliburton. He kind of
I'm laughing at Austin over there. What the fuck are you still laughing for? Go ahead, Mike. Tell him to shut up, man.
I had the Pacers again. I put recess because went from all talked about to nothing, and it feels like this season's really not under the radar, but it feels like a dismissal season, like dismissed. I think all this season kind of goes out, and they forget about this once they get their pick and once they get Hallie back. So yeah, they're gone for a second, but they're gonna be back.
So you
I
are
put
saying reset. Not
recess.
recess.
Like
Recess.
recess the situation.
Oh.
I'm
No,
about
like
to
recess.
Hey,
Like they went out for recess.
what I'm not about to
I
do.
thought you said reset.
What I'm not about to do is I'm not about to be the one to take the bullets because I'm up here laughing, Mike. KB, I cannot.
not doing
I'm not gonna be.
anything.
No. They got the whole fucking camera here. I'm not about to be on the set with y'all, and y'all are holding y'all composure better than me, and I'm looking like I'm just out here laughing by myself. Derrick touching his head like he Morpheus in the fucking Matrix, and I'm supposed to keep my composure up here. What we laughing at, I don't know. Mike, I'm sorry that we laughing while you was giving your spiel, but nothing you said was fucking funny. So I don't want you to think you a comedian.
Ain't shit funny.
Rest in
Shout out
peace
to
to that
Cam.
guy, man.
Shout out to Cam Thomas. But yeah, can we just debrief? Because I don't even know what the fuck I'm laughing at this point. So
Pacers, they'll be back.
they will be, which I think that's
Is
going.
that what you mean by recess? Because
Yeah.
you get 30 minutes of recess, do you back into class? Oh shit! No, you on one. I don't want to hear no sentences no more. I want to hear those words, man.
No,
so
I
what's your-
got some grade A words.
So
man.
what's your recess like?
Recess, like
Recess,
from school.
like you
The TV show back in the day.
Okay, because I thought it was the opposite.
Yeah, I was still confused on the word recess.
So it was a metaphor. Like I had.
Yeah.
She said, okay, yeah.
'Cause I always look at recess as fun. Like they went outside to have fun real quick.
If you was listening and not fucking rubbing your head to stop yourself from laughing, you would have heard his excerpt about it. Got me up here laughing and crying like I'm just laughing at fucking nothing. He doing this. I can't wait for y'all to see the watch back.
I honestly couldn't tell if he was saying recess, reset, or if it was the version of recess that I was stuck between 3 words and I was trying to figure that shit out.
You know, like how they be in court, they say in court they'll say, "Well, take a quick recess, like 30-minute recess, or whatever. Just take a break."
For the Knicks, I put if not now, when and how, which could be like 2 sentences.
No, you could put a comma there. It's still one sentence. You good.
No, but when you put if not now, when, it's a question mark. That would kind of end it.
You could put 2 commas.
Oh, okay. See, I ain't really English was.
Do not listen to that man. I don't know what the fuck he is talking about right now.
I've never put 2 commas in nothing, but I've seen it in books.
What y'all think? What you think y'all timeline is? Like, you said for the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I literally last year was just like, and I was right there with you with the conversation. It's like, man, if this the first year of us, really.
Yep.
Now it's the second year, and it's like the stakes have already kind of raised so much. Like,
I
what
think
is the
Knicks-
timeline?
I think the Knicks sped it up themselves. They fired their coach after we went to the Eastern Conference Finals. They brought in a new coach, which kind of puts his expectation on it's finals or bust, right? You also had this conversation that was confirmed. The Knicks engaged in the offseason in the Giannis Antetokounmpo thing. This is also a year where you didn't have the Boston Celtics. Tyrese Halliburton, you didn't have them at full strength. You didn't have Tyrese Halliburton on the Pacers. The Hawks and the Magic made big changes that looked like they were going to have great years. They didn't. The Cavs didn't have some guns blazing year themselves, and we still, I mean, we're competing for the second seed, but it hasn't had that feeling. And I know I could be a little bit biased as a Knicks fan. You want perfection from your team, but this hasn't been that overwhelmingly strong stamped year. I think we're just a really talented team, so we're never going to be in a play-in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I was looking forward to us to have a Pistons feeling type year where we just like consistently have been good, but we've had our ebbs and flows and our dips of like, what the fuck is this team doing? Right now, we're obviously streaking and we don't have the issue. But we've definitely had our things where people don't just look at us as a scratch in. And I think coming into the season, people did. People kind of were like, hey, I'm writing in the Knicks to be in the finals. And then the season plays out. And I don't know if people are saying that going, not that what people are saying is the definite, because last year people were saying we would be a first round exit. But
you know what helps y'all though?
I think there is a feeling that championship-esque teams bring.
I think you're like, I think the conversation at the beginning of the season was those two talking about the Knicks and the Cavaliers. I get that whole feeling of everything you just said for not only the Knicks, the Cavaliers feel the same way. If not, then when? Or like, you know
But
what
the
I'm saying?
Cavaliers also did make a move.
Yeah.
That's kind of part of my thing too, and I don't want to look past the strongest part of the season, which is the playoffs that's coming up. But hypothetically speaking, we are in the NBA Finals, which means we don't win the NBA Finals. And you go into the offseason, and it's been this aggressive team that has made these moves constantly. They went and got Cat a couple years ago. They fired the coach, brought a new coach in. So it looks like if we don't hit an expectation, they want to improve the team. How do we do that? When we put in that many picks on McHale, we gave up what we gave up for Cat. Now we're kind of limited financially and asset-wise. You already fired the coach, so you're not going to double down and do that again.
Yeah.
What do we do?
How many more years Jalen got on his contract for like the pay cut contract?
Is it like 2?
That happened.
So y'all still probably got some time, at least to make before you got to pay him, and we'll see what that contract looks like. That's still a long time down the road, but like y'all have the advantages right now to get stuff done. I think the picks with McHale, they honestly do probably regret that because they
Yeah,
can
in
use some of the
hindsight,
draft
for sure.
some of the draft capital.
You would
just
want to
like-
use those exact 4 picks to go get Giannis right
Yeah.
now.
So
And in a world where an Eastern Conference team gets Giannis, you know, that's what happens.
He has 3 more years on the deal.
he
A
does.
player option?
Yes, a
Is it
player
what's
option.
making it 3 years?
Yeah.
He's not
Okay.
taking that player.
What's the last year on?
$43 million, 2028, 2029.
I can't see that shit.
I can't either, but I see a player option. But Yeah, like like normally what happens is the Eastern Conference team make move and it put pressure on you, but we're a team that when the Magic got banged, you know, like we can't really, not that we need to scramble, but
It's kind of the Cavs were in the same boat too, though. It's just like, how the hell did they get better? And they somehow found a way with James Harden, but it would have to be that same route where it's just not going to be a clear cut example of how to get better. You gotta have the time to take a risk, and I think Giannis is a conversation by himself. I think his health is just one thing, but Giannis, when you add add a player of Giannis's magnitude to a team, you don't really care. Like you'll figure out everything else later, but. For this team, they would definitely have to have a chance where they have to probably take a risk.
But I don't think we can even get a talent like Giannis because you would need X amount of picks.
You kind of need Giannis to be like, send me to New York and nowhere else.
Or that. But like every other option, realistically, in my mind, because that's a long shot, you kind of like they did a 1-for-1 essentially almost, the Cavs and Clippers. So you would have to find a 1-for-1 for Cat, Bridges, or whoever they think is the odd man out. I don't want to put anybody out, but. And I when you look around, like, what would be a 1-for-1 with Mikal Bridges? Like, what the fuck? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What would be a 1-for-1 for Cat? You ain't, you know what I'm saying? So.
I'll move on to the Raptors. We cool, but what now? The Raptors have been like a 500 team for a long time now. They had November where they only lost 1 game or 2 games in the entire month. They went on a 9-game win streak. And since then, again, every single month has been about 500. And we like this team. The Brandon Ingram acquisition has looked great. He's been, pretty good down the stretch, hit some big old shots. They're a good team right now. I think we say 5 seed or whatever. But what now? Like, how does this team turn into a contender?
I think
am I just being not reactionary, too early to like look for that? Should they have 2 to 3 years of this before we think?
They were on track
step?
earlier this season. I thought the Anthony Davis move could have been one of those one of the moves that kind of propels them into at least talks that, hey, maybe they can do something in the playoffs. The Wizards kind of snooped in and grabbed it. So I feel like they're just one move away, a super solid, maybe not even an all-star level, but like just another solid piece away. Because I think Scotty Barnes, he could still reach another step, especially offensively. Just getting more comfortable in that area. I think Brandon Ingram's been amazing. I think they're finding their way. They just have to keep adding to this. And we know for Toronto, it's been hard. You just can't have – it's not like every day somebody just walks through the door for them. They've been having to be real selective of who they get. So
yeah, because the argument against that would be like, hey, we were pretty good, and then we acquired Kawhi Leonard, and all of a sudden we're a champion. But that team that was really good was like 1 seed, 2 seed really good. You know what I mean?
They have players like Marcus Saul.
Yeah,
Serge
this team is 4 seed, 5 seed good, and not.
But this
1
team
seed, 2
showed
seed.
flashes of 2
They
seed
can be
things.
really
They've had
good.
some injuries and they've had some bumps in the road. They're relying on a rookie to be a big part of their rotation. So I think you do rock with this for a couple of years because I think they, with the Kawhi thing and even now, are showing the value of being a really good, competent team. Because, there's some negativity that comes with that when you think about the Bulls or even the Miami Heat. You got Bam said tired of being a playing team. But for some of these teams, it's good to just be a good team and keep that door open because you become one move away and you can quickly jump up versus committing to those rebuilds. I think a lot of teams we look at be like, why you just don't commit to it? Because sometimes that shit could be 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you could just be a really good team. And then if lightning strikes, you go get an acquisition or something falls your way, and you jump up into being a higher echelon team, a top echelon team, and so that's just better. And on top of that, you're giving your fan base a competent team, playoffs, money goes up when you make the playoffs, all of these different good incentives. So that's the part we don't look at.
They have a big hole. I mean, the center position is just that's a big part of your team, and like the fact that they didn't have Jakob for a big part of the season.
He's giving you
back.
flashes every once in a while.
Yeah, now he's back. Yeah, he give you some flashes, but like you still need a consistent, solidified center in order for you to be actually looked at as a serious team. So until they figure that out, it's gonna be hard.
What I like about that though, too,
for them to figure it out,
for them to keep going, is I think that center position is one that you can make something happen.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather a team need a center than need a guard. Because the guard shit, it get tough to go get you a good guard to bring the ship home. Guards are expensive. There's a lot in the NBA, but there also are not a lot to go get. Some type of, you know what I mean?
Cam Thomas available.
I'm going to bathroom.
I meant point guard, by the way.
You said guard.
I did say guard. But yeah, I enjoy what they've been able to do. And again, after going to visit the Hornets, it gave me a different perspective. It's something about putting together a good team for your city and your fan base, and they're representing a country in Canada. It's something about what you do to the community by putting your best foot forward, even if it ain't necessary. Everybody can't win a championship. It's only one champion. But like having a good team, it means something to the city. Like we talked about it with the Bears being good. The Bears ain't won a Super Bowl, but it was good to just have that energy. Mm-hmm. And like you see that firsthand, actually in person, to see Charlotte, because we come from a big major city. But when you go to these other places that ain't big cities, I think it is valuable for them to just be a winning product for as long as they can. And like they showed in 2019, you may, like Kawhi Leonard just don't drop on trees. That's just the stars aligning. They just like, who could have predicted that? So, but they were ready and they executed and then landed them a championship. And so I think I think they would be right to continue to do the same thing. Now they could be wrong if they sitting around thinking Kawhi 2.0 is going to happen. Yeah. Right. I wouldn't brace for that, but
I think it depends on where you're standing at when you talk about being consistently good. If you just like the 8th, 9th seed,
playing,
that's just like terrible area for you to just be sitting at. You got to either pick a direction. Do you want to swing and try to be out of the play-in and be competitive, or do you want to tank and actually build something for the future?
I remember that's why Paul George said he left the Pacers.
Because they didn't pick a direction?
No, they just said they were like...
Oh, no, because
they didn't want to commit.
They were okay with being okay.
Yeah.
And
appreciate it.
I do think that's a bad place to be at.
Yeah.
I'll give out another sentence.
Cool.
This one is for the
Rockets are expected to make a major run at Giannis this offseason via Chris Mannix.
I had the Rockets. Let's do it.
The dude they can't shoot.
Hey, but guess what he can do?
He can dunk that ball
and rebound.
Pure score.
Yeah,
two of them on the same team.
I have the Rockets. You might need more than just Fred in order to fix all the problems.
Hey, maybe it's Giannis. Maybe it's Giannis, baby. Yeah,
okay, so it seems like they understand that as well.
What would you give up in a Giannis package if you're the Houston Rockets? What would you give up, and what would be a deal breaker?
I'll give up.
No right or wrong. I'm just curious what you think.
Amen. I'll give up Amen.
He said that and glanced at the room. Ain't no right or wrong.
Amen and I don't think anyone's completely safe except for Sengun.
See, I think the opposite. I'm throwing Sengun in that fucking shit.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew. Hey,
because I just feel like that center position, I would rather have a top 10 center locked in. Like I have them already. I don't have to go looking for a center.
I think that it's more about fit than anything for me. With Sengun in general, I feel like I think we had this conversation about Sengun. If you're not going to be one of the top offensive engines and also not be good defensively, it's hard for me to see you being that important on a championship quality team.
Can't you say some of his defensive liabilities can be hidden next to Giannis?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. But I don't think that's still enough. I would rather if we're saying if the Bucks said we want one of those two guys, I'm so easily giving them Alperen Sengun. Are you kidding me?
Over Amen?
Over Amen.
That's kind of if he on this team with all the defense, what team is not gonna have that? Or
that's fair. Amin Thompson's a first team.
You have Jabari. Yeah, guys like Tari Eason. This team has some really good defenders, but they're not covering that up.
Yeah.
If y'all,
I just think because like how else do you fix the center position? Once you trade him, then what do you go
I think
out there
the center position, we're seeing teams across the league have not minimum, but close to minimum. Like the Celtics have 3 minimum centers that are just good.
Suns are running with
the Suns are running with some $8 million for Mark Williams. Like I feel like you can find value at the center position without it having to be a top 10 guy in the league.
That's how I would run my team. I'm either gonna have the 1%. We finna have Jokic or Embiid, or man, I'll rotate 3 centers, and they all kind of be somewhat similar. And if I could hit the lottery and have 2 hard hat and a stretch, cool. But I would, Steven Adams, Capella. Shit, we finna sign Jackson Hayes.
DeAndre Ayton need a new job after the season.
Keep picking up his contract. What you mean?
Okay.
Ime gonna curse him out crazy. Robert Williams.
Maybe Ime is the one that's getting traded too.
I know you be hurt, Robert Williams, but shit, 28 games, 38 games you can play. Come over here.
Yeah, I think we are in an era where like if you don't have one of the top guys in the center position, it's still valuable.
Yeah.
But maybe less valuable than what it previously had been.
What that remind you of?
I don't know. What should it remind me of?
Reminds me of a couple of things. It reminds me of a committee backfield where if you can't get the top running, if you can't get Christian McCaffrey, you have a couple
DeAndre Swift and Cal Monanga.
or
Shout out to Cal.
Shout out to Big Cal.
David Montgomery but Gibbs is also
Gibbs is a whole nother level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They got rid of the
Man, I'm
Montgomery
picking
for
up
them.
Gibbs.
What was the
just so
Kansas
Mason
City? What the
can't.
Kansas City Chiefs was doing their whole run? They never had,
Pacheco and-
Pacheco. They had a bunch of different
That's
things
a good
going
point.
on.
Brought in Kareem Hunt.
And it also reminds me of the MLB. If I don't
bullpen
have
game?
Jake DeGrom or any of these top guys, you pitch 3 innings,
Yeah. Bullpen
you
game.
pitch 2 innings, you pitch 2, and then he comes and closes it.
Yeah.
Instead of having one guy that can dominate for 7, 8 innings, we're just going to divvy it up to 3 innings per guy, and we'll have a bullpen game.
Yeah.
And so that reminds me of the same thing with the centers. It's like, if I can get one of the top established guys, let's go get him. But if we can't,
And usually when you have it like that, one of the guys propels himself kind of like above the others. He's like, hey, we do have the rotation, but this dude should be our
Caden's
center.
on a whole
Yeah,
nother le-
this
yeah,
dude is our
100%.
center right here.
But I don't think there's any wrong. I think it's eye of the beholder when it comes to a potential Giannis trade. Like, what would the Bucks want? They probably want Ahmed Thompson. I
Yeah,
think,
they
honestly
probably would.
speaking. But who knows? Because Alperen Şengün is good now, and they don't have their own pick. So maybe they would rather take a guy that's better today versus 2 years, 3 years down the line. And
the Bucks
you
don't
know,
have their own pick.
They don't. No.
Isn't it the swap with the Pelicans?
Yeah, this year they have the swap with the Pelicans, but after this year they don't own the true rights to their own pick. They got a couple swaps from different deals, but I could give you these specifics.
So who pick does the Hawks have?
The Hawks have the better pick between the Bucks and the Pelicans. So whichever one of those picks ends up being the best, that's the one that goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
And then the Bucks,
The Bucks get the other pick.
which would still be potentially a top 10
potentially,
pick. Yeah.
As of today, it will be number 9. Yeah, if it didn't change anything.
Okay.
So this is the 1 year for the Bucks for them to really like.
So that's why
potentially
Giannis sit your ass down.
But no, yeah, I think it's an eye beholder thing. Because we project. Who's to say that Ahmed Thompson will ever hit the ceiling that we all imagine him to potentially hit?
Yeah.
You know, that defense alone is going to keep him in the conversation for one of the better players in the league. But
What y'all think Kevin Durant's saying? Because I think
I feel like KD's probably, this speculation wise, I feel like he probably don't fuck with Şengün on the court, man. I mean, the group chat, the alleged group chat, kind of tell you some of the stuff you feel about his teammates.
So you saying Jabari gets thrown in this trade?
They probably good. Yeah, they probably good with trading more. But then again, maybe not, because maybe they don't believe in Tari Eason as much as they probably did.
It's
early
one
in the
name
season.
y'all ain't said that
Oh,
makes me
Reed
happy.
Shepard?
That makes me happy because I feel like the Bucks are banging that door down for that.
yeah, they probably would.
You walk out with a Min Thompson or Sengun and you would Reed, boy, you walking out skipping.
Also, you got to think about money too. Ahmed Thompson on the rookie deal, so you may need to have it be
Sengun
Şengün,
definitely
unless you're
got
doing
the
like
bag.
Amin Doe and some of them other weirder contracts. If I'm the Bucks, I don't want no fucking Dorian Finney-Smith in this trade. I said I got to pay him an extra 2 years.
How would y'all be on the trade like that? Because I'm almost at a point where it's like, man, instead of giving me 1,000 picks, just give me 2 picks, and I'll take a Reed and a Min. I know that's a lot. It's still a lot for the Rockets.
It
though.
is. I
It's
would
still
be
a
happy
lot.
with that.
You got to match $54 million. God damn,
I don't
Giannis.
know. I think it really depends on what you like. It depends how good the prospects are. Because them picks, again, it always sounds good with the picks because you don't know what it's going to materialize into. So I do like getting concrete stuff back. But I also think it'd be raw when it's like 5 years down the road. It's like, hey, man, that team got that pick because they made that trade and now they got a lottery pick. So it's like, it's both sides too.
Yeah, I feel like it's rare that we get that. That's why when it does happen, we all excited about it.
Yeah.
Derek Favors got traded for a top 8 protected pick at OKC. And now the Jazz got to have a bottom 8 pick to retain it, or
The
something
stipend
like
rule
that.
also is cool because, like, I'm doing a Nets rebuild. So when you look at a trade, it's like, oh shit, this would unlock. It unlocks shit because you know what I mean. So it makes it. I'm looking at Giannis right now. He's one of the options. It's like Paolo, Giannis, Kawhi. It's tough because Giannis is so expensive, man. I see what they feel like in real life. Yeah, would Giannis be worth it for the Rockets? Y'all think at the expense it could potentially cost?
You know, it's funny. I have the Bucks, and
Go.
my thing for the Bucks was some teams might be reluctant to give up a lot for Giannis coming off such an injury-riddled season,
He also has 1 year left on
and
that deal.
and he's in an expiring contract. So
But the good thing is their ownership basically said, hey, if he don't sign this extension, we will trade him, which I think is something you just don't hear often.
And it's Giannis. Like I've been thinking about it because I think the conversation has to come up, and I think it already has. Is like with the injuries as you just mentioned, but Giannis is one of those guys that's like, hey, he give us 30 minutes. This dude is probably going to have like MVP type numbers.
I guess it depends on what we basing it on. Does he get, who's another superstar that recently got traded?
Traded?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
I think you would get more in a Giannis deal than that Kevin Durant deal.
Yeah. Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
As long as they didn't have as much
Luka
leverage.
just got traded not that long ago too.
You would
Yeah,
get
but that
more
was
in a
out.
Giannis deal. Than
Also,
a Luka
Kevin
deal.
Durant asked, like he said, he wanted to be traded, and it was publicly known that he didn't want to be a Sun no more.
Do you get more in a Giannis deal or a Desmond Bain deal?
I was going to say Mikal Bridges.
Or Mikal, basically similar, very similar.
I think you
deal.
get more for those guys because we have, and I just say we've fallen in love with role players because you need them so much to damn near a detriment. It's like they important, but damn,
Yeah,
5 first-round picks, and my dumb ass I think was on here like that's fine.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool. We putting together a championship team. You need these high valued role players. But now I'm kind of changing my thought process to damn. At what premium?
Mm-hmm. And now with the apron, you need rookie scale deals to fill out your roster. So it might shift, and the Bucks might be one of the people that
yeah. I just don't. If I'm a team, I'm not mortgaging my entire future for Giannis personally. Not finna give you
It's
4 or
so
5
easy to
first-round
say
picks.
that until he's right there and you can just make it happen.
Because at the end of the day, the only goal you have as a GM is to bring in one championship.
That's it.
And you are the savior of the city.
And you have Kevin Durant, you have potentially one of these other young guys, and you can bring Giannis in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go through Wemby.
Yeah, no, say Spurs mess up. Or not
I mean,
mess
and
up.
the Thunder, to respect the Thunder. You have to go through the Thunder first and foremost. But then there's also the potential of this 7'5" alien guy becoming a pillar to stop everything in the Western Conference.
The counter to that, if you hold everything, what do you feel like you're going to be? You know? Like if you don't trade Shin going to Amen Times, you keep all your picks and you just run it back. Do you feel like you're even in contention?
No,
against
I don't
something?
believe. I don't. I think that idea is so far gone that something is going to happen.
Yeah.
I just think Giannis is the best option that, as we know, will be on the table. But I think we've seen so many lows and lows. I mean, we just talked about them losing to the Bulls and the Warriors when they suited nobody.
Yep.
Those are two of the most disgusting losses. The only thing I think is probably worse recently is the Magic losing to the Pacers. But like those losses have been so bad that I just don't think that this team will be ran back. I
Yeah.
don't.
That's kind of that was the whole reason why I said that.
This team is doing worse than what it did last year, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't think.
52-win team last year.
I don't think this team coming back together. Yet.
Can you? I think that just kind of comes with the expense of getting Kevin Durant. Well, any team with these type of problems in closing games or just in general is going to make changes. But for a young team, it was like, okay, they're going to learn. They're going to learn. They don't really got that luxury no more. It's once you got Kevin Durant, it's time to win.
I think Fred VanVleet plays a bigger portion, a role to this team that we considered as well. But yeah, there's a lot with implementing, somebody like Kevin Durant with young guys. You know what I mean? Like some of the shit, it feels like a responsibility of both, right? It feels like Kevin Durant is such a laid back guy. He don't want to step on no toes, but it feels like there's a part of him, a part that he should kind of step on toes.
Yep.
Because he's the guy that's been there. Is this part of the leadership role?
Too, I think that like sometimes again it might be like stepping on toes, but he is still Kevin Durant.
He's Kevin Durant,
and I think that he's just inspired. Just like he has been that guy in the NBA for so long that people are gonna listen to what he has to say, and they gonna really listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Again, I've been wanting Kevin Durant. My fault too. But Kevin Durant is like the whole time. It's like we wanted him to be more aggressive for the whole career. It's like this dude averaged 28 points, 29 points on 50, 40, 90. He probably could have averaged 40 if he just took the shots that like usually other people would. Because he's always been a guy that took like 15, 20 shots. Some of these guys take 25 shots now.
They are 11-9 in their last 20 games, so basically 500 team.
2 losses against the Lakers too.
And against the Bulls, we spanking that ass, ain't we?
Yeah,
What's a rocket anyway? So,
And
we beat y'all once?
And we spanked y'all ass
did
too.
we beat y'all once this year?
Nah.
That was last year.
That was last year.
Y'all spanked us in every game we played? Or you just
I
think
think
about
just
that?
talking. I think he might
y'all
just be
might have
talking.
won the first game. I think so.
But yeah, I only say that because, you know, I love me some KD. But when I look at some of those in possessions, he made too.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all
bro,
people for it, yeah.
come on, man. Kevin Durant can't just be standing there, bro. And hey, that one of those games, Kevin Durant, the Amen Thompson putback, he shot that shit over 2 people. Like he said,
Yeah,
Oh,
hey, I'm
yeah.
happy for
he
that
said
one.
maybe sometimes I need to shoot over 2. And he went line. He shot that
Bro,
moment.
I put that screenshot of the game in the group chat, and like I asked, is this a make or miss from Kevin Durant? And I thought it was funny because the shit looked like it was absolutely contested. Like no way he got it off. But if somebody just randomly looked at that and be like, KD could probably hit that shit.
I was surprised the Bulls letting them play ones.
It worked out
It, I guess so.
because we had the better wing on our team, man. Down the stretch, minus Buzelis, man.
I got the Hornets. My sentence for them is now that we've seen what's capable, there's no looking back. It's kind of like something you have heard a coach maybe say or you've heard something similar before. But yeah, they've shown us that they can do this, right? They've shown us that they can play some really good basketball. And I think now that they've given us a glimpse of it, this will be the expectation. And so they're going to have to, as an organization and as a team, continue to take this into the playoffs, hopefully. But then even in the offseason, like when we come in next year, there's going to be real expectations that they're going to have to meet, deliver, you know, and do their thing because we've seen it now. You can't show us this glimpse and then take it away from us.
They're gonna be like they can never or I don't know. I don't trying to get to what I'm trying to say. They've been bad damn near my whole life. This gonna be like they have a chance to have one of the best seasons ever, and it's like it's one season out of how many?
Do you think one of those 3 guys get their jersey retired eventually?
Yeah, it could happen. It's not like there's some standard that's been set.
Dale Curry just had it. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's not like it's some standard of MVP quality players only get retired here or championship winners only. Like, nah.
Yeah, they
Don't sleep on some of them Kimba teams too, Mike. Some of those teams is good, man.
I was gonna
They
say
posted
the
a few
last time
times,
they had
yeah.
a winning record was 2021.
Yeah, that was
43,
LaMelo's first
39.
year. Yep. Was his second year. Him and Gordon Hayward. That was his second year. He made an All-Star that year. 2021,
Yep.
2022,
That's
2020.
his second year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was his first All-Star appearance. One of the youngest All-Stars ever. All right, I'll go with my next one. Brooklyn Nets. We didn't hit any home runs, but singles count too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Danny
five
Wolf.
first-round picks. Honestly speaking, the counting stats and efficiency for all 5 of them is dog shit. But they've all showed you flashes at different point of the season that make you feel like they're NBA players.
Yeah.
Now, do they have the higher ceiling as maybe some of the other dudes in the draft? Only time will tell. But, you know, it's hard to bring in 5 guys and all of them look okay at some point.
Yeah.
Hard to bring in
least that
5
team
guys.
competes.
Hard to bring in 5 guys because it's so damn expensive. One burger, $15. It's hard to bring in 5 guys.
Facts.
Last time I went to 5 guys, I had my girl pay.
No,
Last
she had to
time
bring
he
out
went,
that black
he got the
card.
extra burger.
I did.
Extra. Was that line crazy?
No,
Because people didn't know about it.
probably not. I don't know.
How did you find out about it?
Chime time.
Twitter
did a-
told me.
He did a promotional.
But
post,
I
guess.
thought that we missed it, but then you sent that they did the makeup for it.
Yeah.
Because when they first did it, the lines and stuff was crazy. And so they felt bad. So
That
shout out to
5
them.
guys are so long, man.
Really great burger.
I have the team.
They're number 1. They're better than In-N-Out.
Nah.
You got In-N-Out number 1?
Yeah.
That shit weak.
Do you think it's the exclusivity of it
week?
It's weak.
Maybe.
that you only can get it when you go to certain cities?
Yeah.
I think that does help. But when we was in San Francisco, I think I had that shit like 3 times in 3 days.
That shit is
It was walking distance from the hotel.
Oh yeah, it was walking distance. Yeah.
It's good, but we call it trash because the expectation was God level.
That's my thing.
That's the same thing with Canes.
Yeah.
Shit feel like an average burger sometimes.
Yeah, when we shit on Canes, it ain't because Canes is just
That toast so hit.
I would throw up if I eat it. But it's like when y'all
Y'all
brought it
heard
here
about
from the
Cane's?
South.
You say they save all that money without adding the seasoning. They save all that money not.
You know some of the biggest shit I ever heard?
What?
B.O.B.
Butter on both sides.
You ever heard of that, KB?
No.
That's some big bag stuff.
A big back told us that when he goes to Canes, he get a B.O.B. We like, what the fuck is that? He get the toast and tell him put butter on both sides.
You
This
know
is a
what?
real story.
I'm gonna give him some leeway because I heard people.
You know this person. or you know his name.
People that came to my chat and be like, yeah, I know what he's talking about
That's
with
not
that
one of the
butter on
homies?
both sides.
He's in my community, prominent. Well, he's in the numbers on the board community. Let me see.
I get that guy an air fryer.
Comes to all of us. Yeah.
Shout out to bro.
He said he was addicted to that shit so much that they knew his name at the restaurant.
Butter on both sides.
Now you want your
That
Call me
shit
Bob
sound
for sure.
crazy.
that's what I said. I've never eaten one of those and been like, Dennis need some butter. Them shit
How
was
did he
already-
find out about that?
That's what I asked him. How
He
you
just
find
eating
out?
that one time like, this shit could use some more butter.
They probably just took a content creator just to do some
Oh,
shit.
Bob?
Yeah, probably right.
Can I get a
Shit
Bob?
sound like a haircut.
Yeah.
It is a haircut.
Can I get a
Boy.
Bob?
All right, I'll go with another team then. I'll go with the Atlanta Hawks. Fun now, but just wait till the offseason. That Pelicans pick is right where a lot of these good guards are about to get drafted.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing you could, I mean, obviously CJ's been
It
good
could
since
shoot
coming
up.
over. It could too. But just wait till the offseason. Fun, interested team right now. But right now, where they're projected is exactly where, at least the latest
Where is it?
Tankathon, number 7.
I think you might need to be a little higher, man.
You think so?
I mean, they gonna get somebody, but you want
Oh, I
them.
said 8 now. I'm sorry.
You want to get greedy with
Yeah,
this
you want-
draft.
you
Get
wanna-
greedy.
This mock right now has AJ 1, Peterson 2, Cam 3. This is Tankathon, by the way. So it's just Wilson 4, Fleming 5, Wagler 6, Ament 7, and A-Cuff 8. And the A-Cuff right there is to Atlanta as of this mock draft.
I think I disagree with them people. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna go a little bit in depth. I would think on teed up a little bit. There is no way we watching Darius A Cuff and he's at 8. I'm just saying. It seems like groupthink. There's just no fucking way. I'm at the point where I'm like, why is he not top 4, top 3 consideration? That's all I'm saying. Consideration. It feel like groupthink, man. It feel like groupthink. I feel like groupthink. He's literally dragging shit at a guard position. Just dragging shit.
He was going to tell you that defense kind of weak, though, P.
I never gave a fuck.
I was so sick of that conversation.
No, seriously.
Yeah,
I
I don't
really
blame
am.
you. Yeah, I don't
I
blame
never cared. I mean, I'll care when we get there. But, like, should that have stopped me from drafting Luka?
you. No.
If you knew Luka was going to be how he is at certain times on defense, right, which is basically a 0 sometimes, would that have stopped you from drafting his ass?
That would have stopped me from having a job. Stopped me from having a job.
So
for
what the
sure.
fuck do we? Not that Darius A-Cuff is going to be Luka, but we've seen different players.
Well, his like a defense got him traded.
It did.
Well, that was from a jackass.
Whoa, that's your best friend.
Yeah.
That's what makes them
You- I
friends.
thought you
Your
know.
best
That's what
friend
makes
can't
them
be a
friends.
jackass?
Friends
Oh,
are
yes.
honest.
Actually, yes.
Yeah,
My
no,
best
you're
friend
right.
can be a
Jackass?
jackass.
Yep, you're right.
Absolutely.
Steph,
Oh, my God.
Well,
Well, I got-
point
Exactly what I-
proven.
that's-
Point proven. Point proven. Point proven. Remember they used to say Jokic couldn't guard?
Yeah. I'll drop
What
my.
did you just do?
I don't know. I just set
I
up.
thought maybe it unscrewed, but no. It's
no.
just. I know that hurt the audio listener ear.
Yeah.
Is AJ DeBonza the greatest defender?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm asking people that don't.
I'll go with the Mavs.
No, let me go, because I only do 2 teams up. I had the Clippers. I had put invigorated. This team was super funky, kind of like starting out the season. I don't think nobody projected them to be as bad as they were. Even though they did pick things up, they still felt like they kind of needed to reset things. And I think it was a breath of fresh air, kind of bringing in Darius Garland and bringing in a Benedict Mathurin and, you know, just kind of like rejuvenating the squad. So I put invigorated for them.
All right, I got the Mavs. I said don't try to do the balancing of 2 timelines. You gotta. Are we
Well,
gonna
they traded Anthony Davis.
No, but I'm saying like because they also have Kyrie on the back end. I think you should also move on from Kyrie as well.
Boy, fuck you.
I think it was just I think they will. I think it's just a time and place for it. I think it's just a little hard to trade him while he's hurt.
Don't ever say that about Kyrie Irving, boy.
When that do happen, y'all think they talk to him?
Yeah.
Like let
Yeah.
him pick his team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What team would you think he would say? The Rockets?
Maybe.
Depending on
what
depending on
team
their
would he
situation.
say?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Rockets might be on.
Y'all don't see Kyrie ever just kind of sticking it out though?
Nah,
Not
just
at
because
this
I
point,
don't
is
think
It ain't
the
like he
Maver-
got 1,000 places to go.
this Mavericks
But I
team is-
think there's a word where he probably still wants to compete. And this team, they're not going to be able to compete. They're just going to be like,
Think about Kyrie, who has talked to us a lot
Yeah.
over the last couple of years. it just don't feel like his perspective be on that type of shit. I'm not saying he's not a competitor. I'm not saying he wouldn't want to win a championship. But to what degree and where could he go?
He can go to Detroit.
The Raptors. I'm thinking of places that need guards.
I would stay with the Mavericks. I would stay with the Mavericks.
Going with Detroit or the Raptors?
Well, no, I think Detroit would be a pipe dream, number one, because you just told me that this is going to be the most critical offseason that they got, and I think they would maybe want to go elsewhere than to invest in the guard department.
Yeah.
It would help them, and you can sign me up for it, but it feels like they would want to like really hit a hammer and Hank type.
What about a Jalen Suggs swap?
I think the Mavericks say you crazy as hell. Based off how he's performed.
Magic be happy for that.
Yeah.
I think they really
Get off
would.
that contract.
Magic would be happy. I'm sorry. Did I say the Magic would say you crazy as hell? I meant the Mavericks.
No, you said it right.
The Mavericks.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Mavericks would say you crazy as hell.
But no,
because the Mavericks are also a team that could be getting a guard as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Suns?
I mean, sure.
I'm just naming teams that have
It just
wanted a
don't
guard
change.
spot.
Like, from Darrick's perspective of, hey, I want to go compete, that shit don't really.
I don't look at it as a competing. It was like, I mean, he gonna try to compete, but I think it's just kind of getting out of this situation that once he got there, I mean, it was Luka there, and then it was gonna be him and Anthony Davis.
Though. You got your Duke brotherhood with Cooper Flag.
Mm-hmm.
You still have pieces around that.
I'm gonna run one tankathon. They ended up with pick number 4. They jumped up 2 spots.
So now you get Caleb Wilson, or shit, you might can go get you if you really want to. Darius Acuff.
I mean, yeah, they could go get a guard, honestly.
I would like Darius Acuff on the Mavericks, but I wouldn't mind Kyrie sticking it out. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't feel like the Mavericks ain't like the Kings. And he ain't over here miserable. You coming back to a team.
They don't have their own picks either.
After this,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You would come back to a team that would have Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Max Christie, Cooper Flag, Najee Marshall, P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. Like, why are we sitting up here acting like they just shit? And he just got to sit in a pile of shit. This could be a playoff team next year. Anthony Davis left because he couldn't get an extension.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't shove him out the door, and you know what I'm saying?
It's really dependent on how good Cooper Flag is next season, honestly speaking.
Which I would bet money he's gonna be pretty damn good.
Yeah. I could say All-Star.
Another team I had was the San Antonio Spurs. For them, I put the word voracious.
That the source was working, boy.
It definitely was. This team has excelled in many ways to where like I said earlier, the conversations are, can you beat this team in 7 games? Is Vic the best player in the world? Is he the most impactful player in the world? And it's really kind of just led by, again, the young guys. This is still one of the youngest teams in the NBA, and they're led by Vic, and he's adopted every kind of mindset that's like, why not now? Why can't we be one of the best teams or be a championship right now? Mm-hmm. We know we're going to be great in the future, but we can still do this right now. So
yeah, man. If you had to, which team's future would you rather have as a fan? Is it the Spurs? Like, out of all teams in the NBA, is it just easily the Spurs?
I think
Or does OKC get in that conversation since they have the infrastructure to already won one and everybody that you care about is locked up?
I think it's the Spurs.
OKC got so many damn picks.
OKC got to be the safe pick, but I mean, you talk about a guy that could probably win multiple MVPs, multiple DPOYs, and probably gonna be a championship.
I personally like the structure of the Spurs team because I got Vic, I got guards galore, I got some really good role players already. I mean, OKC has all of these things too. They don't have a Vic, but they got a Shea, they got J-Dub, Chet, picks galore. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want the 7-4 demigod?
Yeah.
Is there anybody that should be in conversation with those two teams? Like the Pistons earn enough to be in the conversation, or are they just a far third or fourth?
I think last year the Rockets would have been like, you'd have been like, Jabari and those
They fell
guys.
off though.
Yeah. I'm not going to say fall off, but I think it's just a different conversation now.
Charlotte's up there.
They're up there?
I think they're going in the right direction.
Oh, that's okay. That's 2 different things.
What
about Washington?
They definitely have a very bright future, though.
Right, I guess I'm reaching because these teams have shown
Like a tier below. Tier below.
They've shown the ability to compete right now. That's a good question. We should get back to that one.
Another episode for sure. All right, I'll move on with my next team, which is going to be the Pelicans.
Or you know what? It's okay to just say no. There's no other team. With
Yeah, I think they're in the tier narrow. Honestly.
yeah.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. I told him, gave him a little snippet of what we was doing today. He said, man, I'm a big Pelicans fan. Whoever got the Pelicans, I hope they give a grade A explanation. So I'm putting that pressure on you.
Who
right
was
now.
that said that?
A dude I made up in my head.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, they're 12-8 in their last 20, and this sentence is coming from Joe Dumars specifically. See, that's your sentence.
Yeah, I see.
He said the first.
No.
What else?
But I'm saying it from his perspective.
Yeah.
See, we got a 20 game, more than 20 game
I'm about
sample
to say,
size.
what the hell?
Where he
You-
going
this-
to next year and they got that same record. See, See?
The problem is not just the C would work so much better if Queen was contributing to this good stretch, which he's not, unfortunately. Hit a big wall, and they're prioritizing winning games over development right now. They're still going to give up a top 10 pick in this year's draft, unfortunately. But you could, no, you can't. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. The rest of the team that he built between DeJounte and Trey and Z and so on and so forth, you can see in your, like when we did our over-under, it was at 30.5. I went over. Like that feels pretty easy. And right now they're sitting at 25. So I guess they could still get that 31 wins or whatever. It's
You
just
hanging on to that, huh?
that don't mean.
No, I'm just probably
nothing.
gonna be wrong. But with 12 games left, they've been playing 500. They could,
Yeah.
you know, see.
I got the Wizards. What's the best case scenario for y'all for them on draft night?
Best case scenario is winning that damn lottery.
Yeah, winning
Number one.
Yeah.
Well, now, what's the worst case scenario?
Dropping to number 6.
Really?
What's their record right
Well,
now?
I mean, I don't know why I just say really. Well, duh, drop it.
I've been dropping out of top 3.
I don't even know why I said. Wait, y'all making me feel. I did write this falling asleep. I'm not gonna lie. Moses Booty got hurt, and I just kind of just rolled over in my bed. It was like, let me make these sentences. Because this is a dumbass statement. What's the best case? Right, get number 1.
Get number 1, and you get to pick whichever one of the 3 guys you
Okay,
really care about.
who's the
most.
odd man out? That's the question I originally wanted to write.
Oh, for the
Wizards.
people that are on the roster right now.
Because if you get AJ DeBonsa,
Yep.
if you get Cam Boozer,
Yep.
Be Bub.
if you get
Oh,
Peterson,
Bub, almost guaranteed.
yeah, I'm talking about the real solidified, attractive pieces, Mike. Because if you get AJ, I don't want to act like shit is over for Keyshawn George, but I mean, you would have,
They may limit his ceiling.
yeah, Trey Young, Trey Johnson. You got Keyshawn George, Sarr, Anthony Davis. That's 5. Then you got Bub, Bilal, and then you would have this top pick.
Yeah, they won it in this one sim that I just did. They won the lottery. I guess it will really depend on where they ended up at and which guy they prioritize the most. Because if you go
Does Trey Johnson
Darren
count?
Peterson, then it makes it easier to say that one of the guards is, the one out. If you go with one of the wings or bigs, then it, But I don't. No, I'm going to say this with all due respect. Nobody in their young core makes me feel like, other than Alex Sarr, I guess, makes me feel like they should be 100% safe regardless of what this draft looks like. Really like Keyshawn George's game, but I can't say that he is 100% safe, assuming that they get a AJ or a Cam.
Yeah. I agree.
Trey, you can always just make Trey Johnson in 6, man.
Yeah, I hate that idea though. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, yeah, I would love for him to start too.
Yeah.
But if he come off the bench, he might break. What's the most points somebody ever scored off the bench?
Most points or most threes?
points.
Most points.
Per
It got to be
game.
like 50 something.
No, per game.
Oh, I
Most
think like
points
9
per game.
Probably had to be Lou Will.
You think so?
That was like 19 something.
Most
Yeah.
points per game by a reserve.
Is it like
Manu?
I don't think he was at 20.
Eddie Johnson averaged 21 and a half off the bench and 88?
Boy, Trey Johnson smashed that off the bench. He might give you 23 nights.
I'll go with another one of my teams, which we did Atlanta. We did Oh, the Miami Heat. We always where we always are. We're always where we always are, which is like play in for one, but also the people in the back of their mind be like, see, this team is better than what their records say, which is something we've done for like a month now.
Yep.
This team is better than what their records say. This is always who they are. Unfortunately, there's no Jimmy Butler to raise the ceiling, but that floor is exactly what they have been for the longest, for 5 years straight at this point.
Yeah.
They went on a 5-game losing streak at the worst time.
Yeah, and it happened so fast. They was just
Yeah.
killing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are.
Shit was all good just a week ago.
How fast it shifts, man.
Who made that song, D Mills?
Shit was all good just a week ago. About a week ago.
That is not that
That's
song.
so
That is
different.
so off.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
It's 2 rappers on there.
I don't know.
That's Jay-Z and Too Short.
Oh,
Come on, bro.
What about the
We
one
just
you
listened to
listened
that a week
about
ago.
a week ago?
that's Bobby Shmurda.
Okay, hey, he locked.
He know his greats.
Hell no.
Another team that I had the Jazz. I put intermission. I think everything kind of started falling into place puzzle wise. Keontae George having a breakout. Lowry Markkanen looking like all-star version of himself again. And then fortunately when Walker Kessler went down, it felt like they were kind of going back to the route where they were just going to commit for a pick. And then they got the big news for Jaren Triple J. Like a week later, he's sitting out. Lowry Markkanen out. Like all these times are out. So they have really kind of just committed to the point where they like their team, but they were just too far in the hole. Like they'd rather just get that pick. So I put intermission because again, like the Pacers, they're gonna be back. I think the question is just how good will they be? Because again, they haven't really ran with the roster once they put them together.
One thing I'm doing when I get home today is watching Ace Bailey. He in the last 10 games, he's averaging 21 points per game. He's had a 37-7-5 game, 25-7-5 game. I haven't watched him much since he's been taken off like this, so I want to see what the hell is going on. Because this is probably a product of him getting better throughout the course of the season, but also a product of them playing a lot of nobodies. But his efficiency is not bad though. You know,
You also don't have the Kings.
Huh?
You don't have the Kings. I do.
Oh, I don't have Kings.
I'm so sorry. That's so random because it has nothing to do with Ace Bailey or the Jazz. But I just seen the Kings on my thing, and I remember you saying I don't have a census for them.
No, I do have Kings.
Mike, don't tell me you fucked up, Mike.
He did fuck up because I do have Kings. But you can have them. Shit, I ain't had none. You can take that shit.
That means there's a team without.
Yep, and I will do the math to figure out who it is.
I'm gonna let you finish your Ace Bailey thing. Then.
But yeah, I'm excited to go home and watch
is.
Ace Bailey to figure out exactly how he's getting these buckets and where they're coming from.
Oh, you know they're coming off the.
The pin downs.
That's
like,
it, that's
he
all.
didn't do.
He's
No,
just
that
playing
offense
Larry
is still-
Markkanen's
That's it,
offensive
that's
role.
all.
Yeah, the offense has still been moving.
I can't wait to. I'm
I'm not gonna act like I watched the 7 games.
Right. But if he's playing this solidly, of course, with
Kessler will come
Jaren,
back.
and this team could be pretty
I like this
intriguing
team on paper.
next season.
Um,
But let me quickly figure out who the hell got left behind.
I'm gonna just go with the Kings while you figure that out. This draft could save their franchise. I know that's a big statement, but there is some influx of talent that is coming in, and if they land where they could land, I would be happy for them because they need it.
Yeah.
I get excited for the draft for teams like this. I know it's not always the best for that prospect to have to come into a team that don't have the best direction or history of having direction, but some of this talent is really legit.
Yeah, I think they should be ecstatic for this draft. I mean, it'd suck. Can't get a DP or AJ DeMonster, but like picking up a Keaton Wagler or Darius Acuff on the back, like I think that's a super just good step in the right direction. This talent, at least for the lottery, is pretty deep. So
I agree, and I feel like they have a hard time drafting because they sometimes pick the wrong players in their history. But because there's such an influx, there's a large pool of talent. It kind of just, even if they get the 6th pick, you just kind of the draft will decide itself, and you ain't got to overthink it. But hopefully they can be one of those teams that get a top 3, top 4 pick and walk out with something that they can use to build upon because it's gotten a bit tough out there in Sacramento. But I already love what Maxime Reynard has been giving them.
He's been great,
my boy
yeah.
Nick Clifford, who I think is going to be out for the next week or so with a foot injury, he's showing some really good flashes. Russ Westbrook has been a damn good vet, in my opinion. Dylan Caldwell has had some good moments with them. And so you already kind of seeing some things that give them some type of life and hope. You drop in AJ DeBonson into this, a Darren Peterson, and you could really change the tides very, very quickly for a team that has gone through a lot here since making the playoffs those few years ago.
it's gonna be so weird when we get the actual. If they can't move Sabonis and they have to have like his minutes, you're not gonna just not play him. But they also have Reyno, who's been doing so damn good. And it's like I don't think they playing together at all. So they're gonna have to make some decisions.
Anybody have Dallas?
No.
I don't think I have Dallas. So.
No, yeah,
okay.
I did. I gave them ass.
You gave okay.
I was like, don't try to
Jazz.
balance the 2 timelines.
Hey, I just went through all 30. I think we got all 30.
was a
It just ended up
duplicate?
being a duplicate.
Okay. I have Orlando, and for me, I said it's the same story, different season.
Same shit, different day.
Oh my fucking God, Mike.
Just strictly just off the fact that they continue to have to fight this injury bug, continue to be underwhelming. It's just at some point change is gonna have to happen. We're gonna have to see what happens this off season, but it's just the same thing as last year.
Confirmed. 31 teams were picked, so we just had to dupe. Every other team will be accounted for.
No, yeah, I feel that, D-Mills.
I'm sorry. And if it's wrong and some team got left out, blame Mike. Blame Mike.
You can yell at me.
There we go.
I always feel that way about teams, especially when they have like the constant injury bugs. Because you always give your excuse for, hey, next season maybe we healthy. When do you pull the plug on that? If it's been 3 years for the Magic, when do you pull the plug? It's been 2 years for when do you pull the plug?
Yeah, the Magic are a weird case because they just bought in, so they're not gonna pull the plug anytime soon.
I mean,
but I know what you mean. There's always theoretical teams because of the injuries. Yeah, that happens to be the Magic right now.
And then they're gonna have to pay Anthony Black. He's had such a great year that
was one of the reasons why I faked throughout that Jalen Suggs thing, just because Jalen Suggs' contract is so long, and then you'd be acquiring Kyrie with I think 1 year left.
Yeah.
So like hypothetically, if you have that 1 year of Kyrie and it doesn't go well, you can just pay Anthony Black, and then we back to just being a good team. But it isn't going to be a very expensive team. It's not as expensive as the Kings. You know, the Kings have a top 5 payroll in the league right now.
It's crazy, man. Sabonis and Zach.
I don't even know if they have
Mars 24 and
bottom
Malik
5
Monk.
roster in the league.
bottom 5 roster, top 5 money spent, man. You know how Sacramento do it.
Sound like somebody. Never mind.
Another team that I had was the Grizzlies.
Grizz.
I just put evolution. I think the grit and grind. I feel like this kind of like, we've been past the grit and grind. Like they had their own versions of it, but the era of John Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. feels like it's really just over at this point. I know John Morant is still there. His future, we'll see if he remains a Grizzly, but we are kind of witnessing the next evolution of this Grizzlies team with, Zach Edey and Cedric Coward. So I'm excited to see what they kind of become.
Yeah, they could really benefit from jumping up in the draft.
I
guess everybody could, but them specifically.
I have the Celtics. If they can lose 3 starters and Tatum for most of the season and still be in contention in the Eastern Conference, the Eastern Conference is in trouble. It's plain and simple. This team lost Porzingis, Horford, Drew Holiday. Then they go on to lose Tatum.
they also lost Luke Cornett.
Luke
Can't
Cornett.
forget about him.
It's supposed to be a down year, and there's still a team that's fighting for the 2nd seed and is in conversation to be in contention.
Yeah,
I don't think we give that enough attention.
I didn't know if it was just because the other teams didn't really stand out. Like we see faults with the Pistons, seeing faults with the Cavaliers, but as soon as Jason Tatum kind of came back and you seen the Celtics, like, shit, that's my team to come out the East. I didn't know if it was more so just compliments to the Celtics and what they were able to do, or is it other teams haven't taken advantage of the opportunity this year?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. I think that I came into it like the Knicks are the team to beat in the East, and that might still be the case, but they haven't convinced you enough to not go away from what the Celtics were doing. We were a top 2 net rating team, and then we added an All-NBA first-team player. Even though obviously coming back, so he ain't looked as good, but I think that's easy for you to say. Like, man, just give him these 14 games to get going. Then we get to the postseason. First round probably a bye anyway. You think about it. So he really got like a month to get going. Then the second round is where the series really start. I might be picking them to win the Eastern Conference once we get to our playoff previews. Once I see what that seeding look like.
Next team I got is the Cavs. I said the front office had the most perfect deadline that they could have had when they went out and acquired Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis, and James Harden all at one deadline. The fact that they were able to be progressive and make all that happen at the right time, right before the deadline, is actually kind of impressive and crazy.
NBA or basketball enjoyer Max Strus is back too.
Yes, he is.
I feel like I haven't legit seen him all season long. Every time I've looked at him, he's had like a hoodie
His first
on.
game back, he had like 6 threes.
That's big for them, having him and Sam Merrill.
E-Mob is playing pretty solid. It's an intriguing team, but honeymoon phase over. But that's not a bad thing. You can't no great relationship lasts if the honeymoon phase is the only phase you go through. You know what I'm saying?
The Nuggets, the defense has gotten worse and worse every year since their finals year. They can no longer ignore it.
Yes.
Like those teams in the past are clearly different than these teams that they've been having. And like we used to say, they can get timely stops, but I think that mindset of just being able to get those timely stops is just not what they can have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Push
you
you
just
behind the
always
eight
want to
ball.
give them the benefit of the doubt, but like at some point,
You
know
just
what I'm
feel like
saying?
it's gonna run out.
yeah. I mean, this is the worst clutch team that they've had.
Shit,
in
it
Jokic
has
era.
run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I went through their thing last year. I mean, last night, the wins have dropped and success level has dropped. So,
But Aaron Gordon and P. Watt are both back. So it's
Yep.
the healthiest they're going to be. So now they got 11 games to really show us something. And Peyton Watson looked really good in that first game against the Blazers.
Yeah.
The Blazers game. So shout out to him.
I have the Blazers.
okay.
With another lead from Klingon, this team could be very dangerous next season.
Just gotta the MBPA calls for the 65 game rule to be abolished.
It makes sense.
Maybe don't want to play.
The K. Cunningham's potential ineligibility for postseason awards after a career-defining season is a clear indictment of the 65-game rule and yet another example of why it must be abolished or reformed to create an exception for significant injuries. Since its implementation, for too many deserving players have been unfairly disqualified from end-of-the-season honors by this arbitrary and overly rigid quota.
It is an arbitrary number. Like, how do we end up with 65? You know?
So like a percentage of the games?
It's 83% of the games, which is a random, you know what I'm saying? It's a random number.
Yeah, if they would have picked 80, I wouldn't have cared.
Or
Or
maybe
like
not 80.
80%.
I'm sorry, not 83% of the games. But it's something in that vein where it's not like it's 80 exactly or 90 exactly or whatever. My last team, are we close to last team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My last team is the Chicago Bulls, and I said better late than never. Took them forever to sell those dudes.
But never late is better.
Never late is 100% better.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
In the group chat, you said something that was interesting to me. Mm-hmm. You're talking about, Darrick was talking about like the potential of getting one of those top guys like Peterson. And you was like, yeah, man, that would be super dope. But then it makes me think about what we do with that second pick.
Yeah.
Will we go with a guy like Gang?
Yeah. Only reason I said because he's a center, and I don't.
That's the point of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the mentality you have for the Bulls? Or
No.
the hope is that you go with like
We
that
shouldn't
position?
go positional fit. It's way too early to even care about that. If the best guy available is a point guard, even though we have Josh Giddey, you'd be crazy not to draft the point guard.
Okay. I hope the Bulls do that. too.
I've said it before, we haven't had like a center prospect in Chicago in forever. So I really like the idea of a center, but I'm definitely not reaching for somebody just because they are tall, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we potentially have 2 first-round picks this year.
That's
Derek.
kind of that's exciting
Come on,
for
man.
any
It's
team
very
that
exciting.
has that. That's exciting.
And we just got to steal with Leonard Miller.
Yes, that's max him right now. Him, Modest, Noah, and Sengay. We're going to be all right, man.
Last team I got is
Nobody believed nothing I just said.
the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are good, but not good enough to win it all.
Damn, just putting it on the table like that, huh?
Yeah,
You don't believe in Ant-Man?
You don't believe in what you've been seeing from Io?
I have. I just
Bones? Biggity Bones?
You remember Rudy Gobert had 2020 last year?
They call them twin turbos, by the way. Did you know that? That's their new nickname.
that's their new nickname.
Io and Bones.
That's a
I know they both.
That shit weak.
That shit
I know
ain't
they
moving
both.
him at all.
I know they both going crazy, but I still don't believe in it.
What do you think the biggest?
I just think the teams above them are just significantly better.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
And what teams are above them?
OKC, Spurs, the Lakers.
Hey.
The Lakers are significantly better than them in your mind?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Especially the way they've been playing lately. Yeah.
Oh, so it's
It's all off
recency
of what
bias.
they've been doing lately.
Well, yeah, this has been an amazing stretch, and I think going into the postseason with this momentum, I would take them in a series over the Timberwolves right now.
I think we
I
had
would-
that same conversation last year, and the Timberwolves bust that ass.
Yeah.
They did.
That's
we
why I-
ain't had, we ain't had DeAndre Ayton. Did
That's
we?
why I hope
did
the
it.
Lakers are able to potentially get some revenge,
Some get back,
because
yeah.
that would be a nice series. Because I know Ant-Man and them ain't going either. They think y'all sweet. Jaden McDaniels.
You know,
like,
Jaden McDaniels
he
waiting for
say,
that Luka
"Luka, I
match.
get the, oh man, this would help my contract extension so much when my agent show these numbers in the
I ain't gonna
playoffs.
lie, we
Jaden McDaniels said I'm a playoff riser because I get to see Luka and go crazy.
we match up against them. We got Marcus Smart for Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Finna get 41-year-old Bron.
Son, you know LeBron defense. Be nice.
So they're not your contending pool at all?
Kind of fell out of it.
How many teams are in it?
Lakers,
But the Lakers
Spurs, OKC, Spurs, Lakers. Wow. The Nuggets are still there.
What about our East? Like how many? I'm just thinking about total
Oh, in the
teams.
East?
Probably 2 teams. Huh?
What, Celtics?
I mean, it's kind of open. Detroit, the Celtics, the Knicks. I
So
mean, I
you-
feel like
So you got like 9 contenders.
Yeah.
It sound like
Must-
5 out west, 4 out east. From what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
Yeah. I feel like the East is just kind of open. I could see any of those teams coming out.
But can you see any of those teams winning the championship? Not just winning the conference, but winning the championship.
No, I think who's winning the championship is coming out west.
So none of them are contenders then.
Well, if you make it to the finals, I guess you're technically a contender because you have a chance. You're right there.
I mean,
It's just I think the West teams are so superior to
So
the
if the
East.
Lakers made it to the finals and they matched up against New York,
Oh, well, that's more of a series. But I feel like if you matched up with OKC or the Spurs, I think it's going their way. Like,
I think you answering it from a technical. I think he wants you to just say how many contenders you think have a real shot at winning the championship. You're right. If they do get the finals, technically they would have a chance. But for you, would there be how many series could exist where you would pick a Eastern Conference team? And by your answer, it don't seem like it would be many.
no.
So then majority. So you really only got like 4 out west contenders.
Yeah. Because I just don't really see the East teams beating in it a lot.
yeah, I'm just always curious to see what people value as far as
Yeah,
contenders.
'cause I feel the same way.
Unless Tatum and Brown just really hit the stride, that really convinced me.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are the outlier, but I'm the same way where whoever comes out of the West, I'm probably taking a win. Like I think they're winning the finals. I don't think nobody from the East has kind of shown me to the point where, hey, we can hang with OKC, we can hang with the Spurs. It's just a different beast over in the West, and I think when you kind of battle it
Didn't
out,
my Knicks handle that business against the Spurs all throughout the year
yeah, they
for
did
majority of the season?
in the regular season.
Yeah.
You remember that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. But no, I think
That's
the
so
West
funny.
is
We do 5 shows a week and you be like, this shit don't matter.
the West is such a bloodbath. I think whoever again comes out of there is the clear cut.
I agree with
Celtics are
y'all.
the team that I look at.
I think
differently.
that's why I don't have as many contenders because I look at those 2 teams and like they're my 2 contenders. I don't think I got 9, 5. I don't. But I'm so down to be wrong. I pray and hope that I'm wrong.
who finna be our Pacers pick this year? The team nobody's seen doing shit.
I don't have it.
I don't have it because
It would to me it would kind of be the Celtics just because Jason Tatum coming off the Achilles that but I don't really have it.
I didn't see the. I didn't
That's
see the
the beauty
Pacers
of
doing
it.
Is that the Lakers?
that. Yeah.
Getting hot at the right time and in this monstrous Western Conference, the
It
Lakers
is somewhat
pushed through.
similar. Remember, the Pacers had 2 months of greatness that nobody really cared about going into the playoffs and just carried that over.
I hope so. Imagine we get to a finals.
How many more teams? Anybody got more teams?
I
My
do have
last
the
team is the
Sixers.
Suns, which I would say fully healthy Suns team would be a very scary matchup for some higher seeds, but they're not fully healthy. So
I had the Sixers, and I just put Imagine. Or you know what? I'm gonna change it up. I know y'all seen Martin. Y'all know what a Wish sandwich is.
Yeah.
This is the Wish team.
Oh, okay.
Because I wish Joel Embiid played.
Yep.
I wish Paul George is on the floor. I wish Tyrese Maxey didn't go down. Because I look at this team and how good they played early when they did have him on the floor. This was the team we was talking about. Man, you don't want to go against that team.
Yep.
Joel Embiid on one leg is able to give you 30 points. And he was just getting into his rhythm. Joel Embiid is probably the most, to me, I think he's becoming the biggest like what if in terms of like just pure talent of what he could have done if he was been healthy. I think about that quote all the time. I'll trade my MVP season for just a healthy post run. This team is legit one of the best, I think, just talent just off top, but they cannot stay on the floor. And I would have probably took this team based on how they played earlier. I would probably thought this team would be a top 3, top 2 seed the way the East is kind of shaped up if they had a healthy season from these guys, but it's never been like that.
Unfortunate. Is that all the teams?
Yep.
which made me want to get into this unplug real quick. What's y'all definition of fumbling? Like when you say,
Fumble?
man, dude fumbled her. Because we kind of talked about it off air. I'm not gonna put the names attached to it.
Yeah,
But I
it's
was
just when
kind of
you
like,
got
did,
something good.
like, did he fumble?
I think it's more so like
Because he kind of did that himself.
It's
Yeah.
perspective, but it's where you got something good and you kind of just let it go. Again, I think go back to what I said. You don't be realizing what you got till it's gone.
That's the truth.
But
But if it take, See, now that's something different. If you don't realize what you have until it's gone, that's life. That's a human thing that everybody has been guilty of in some way, whether it's with a materialistic thing, whether it's with an actual other being, whether it's with your pet, your car. You may have complained about a car, and you left like, man, I missed that car. I ain't like that. That car was there for me. But if you have somebody that does these actions, like, do they even care that you're gone?
Yeah, because I think that those actions, cheating in this instance, sometimes, not all the times, it's like a spur of the moment thing. You're not thinking. You know what I mean? You're thinking, but you're not thinking about the consequences associated with your actions. Mm-hmm. So again, not saying the names that we were talking about, I think that counts as a fumble, mostly because you had the ball, in this case, this being a significant other, and you bat the touchdown is a life of marriage.
Yep.
And you let it go because you look to the sideline and somebody swiped it away from you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My counter argument would be you did score the touchdown, because that's how a lot of people do the said fumble that y'all are alluding to. You get the person, you're with the person, y'all have kids and a marriage, and so you scored your touchdown. And so it ain't a fumble because then you went out of your way. We're not talking about a night where somebody got drunk or it was a one. We're talking about something that was kind of like planned, secretive. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was calculated versus somebody tripping and losing themselves for a second, which you could be losing yourself in some calculation things. But this seemed very strategic and calculated. And you, even when you had a chance to reel yourself back in, you kind of gotten a little situation because you didn't want to, you know.
You had that clarity and you still went back to.
Exactly. So then at that point, how much of it is a fumble or how much of it is you not knowing what you have? Because you knew.
Yeah, you know.
You had a couple of chances to say, yeah, I'm tripping. This is a get out of jail free card because this can just go to the side. But now I'm like, fuck that. Not me, but this said hypothetical or said story we're creating, a person's, you know.
In my mind, I think of fumble as a mistake, right? It's not like a decision. It is a decision, but it's a mistake that you kind of knowingly accept. I don't even know if I'm gonna like make it make sense of it, but for that,
here's what I would say a fumble is. A woman is married. She has beautiful kids. She has a husband. Her husband provides for her. She has an illustrious life that she's happy with. She goes out and is approached by, let's just say somebody famous that she's a fan of. And she risked it all for somebody who didn't give two shits about her, but she was a fan of. So she just lost. To me, that's a fumble. Because she wasn't in her right headspace. Excitement led to one thing, and she didn't realize what all she put on the table.
Yeah, I think fumble has to go to like what you lose in that situation. In that situation, you lost your marriage, relationship with your kids in some instances, and the luxurious lifestyle that you had with your former partner. Because you know that celebrity was not finna marry that new guy.
Exactly. You had excitement of being in a groupie mindset. Mm-hmm. You mortgaged your entire life in security for a moment. Mm-hmm. That's like a fumble.
I think another fumble example is like
missing opportunities. Like you might fumble a chance with something. Like, say I might be a single guy and I might be looking for, you know, just someone to talk to or, you know, someone to be introduced to. And I might go to, I don't know, the library or something and say, talking to the librarian, and she flirting with me heavy. But I might not realize it in the moment. And I walk away, I'm like, damn, I fumbled. I think that's a fumble too.
That's what I'm saying. So like, to put names on it, did Offset fumble Cardi B when he cheated 1,000 times? At that point, I don't know. I no longer say that was a fumble.
Well, it also depends on if you see Cardi B as a true catch.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did. He married her and had kids with her. That's what I'm saying from his perspective. I don't have anything to say about Cardi B.
I think so for sure.
Because I don't know her that way.
Fumble. I mean, even just the story, and I'm not TMZ, dig deep into it, but like Cardi B always talking about Offset calling my phone about this and about that. Like, obviously, he kind of understands this shit. He be wanting her back.
How does he understand it if he did the same thing 20 times?
I don't know.
That's my point in the argument with the fumble thing. How can we say, and this is not even because we don't even really know them. I just put the names to make it to be looked at. But if you have a person, I'm not even going to genderize them. You have person B and person A are in a relationship together. Person A, every chance they get, does wrong to person B. They get second, third, fourth, fifth opportunities. This is person A and person. Get Cardi B, and I don't know their business to that degree, but they get do-overs to make it up and to say, you know what, I didn't know what I had. How many times did you accept in your relationship your girl to say, I didn't know what I had till it was gone?
0.
You wouldn't really go. It wouldn't be that many times because, like, okay, one time you get to do over. You're right. You didn't know what you. But at second and third, you no longer like, man, she fumbled me. No, hell no. She didn't fumble your ass. She took that motherfucking ball and gave it to the other team. She punted the shit. It ain't a fumble. It's a kickoff. She punted it back to the other team on 4th down. At that point, that's what I'm saying. Like, I be hearing people say, man, he fumbled. Did he? He cheated 19 times. She fumbled. Did she? She stumped all over the dude.
Mm-hmm. I never understood.
I just still look at it as kind of a fumble. Because even if you are kind of constantly making that same mistakes, at some point you thought you was getting away with that shit.
And that's no longer a fumble.
Yeah.
You walking away from the librarian flirting and looking back like, damn, fumble. If you had a do-over in that fumble, you would have corrected it. Mm-hmm. If a person get numerous do-overs and they're still not protecting the fucking football, then they ass is shaving points. They're not fumbling. You're shaving points.
Ramondre Stevenson with the ball. There we go.
Hey, he started doing better though.
He did at the end of the year.
I was trying to figure out.
I traded him away like an idiot. He was doing his thing.
Just trying to remember who was fumbling like crazy.
That's Ramondre.
I know who won't be fumbling.
We hate the Pats.
None of us up here. We don't fumble.
Definitely not.
HOAs dropped the bag. I ain't fumbling.
Oh, man.
Hey, we going nutty.
Like the Royal Rumble.
Hey.
They don't know about that.
Oh, that boy said, so he said they fumbled us.
I got another song.
But he also said it's wordplay. They dropped the bag. We ain't fumble. It's a drop. It ain't a fumble.
Yeah.
Right? Or what did you take us behind that bar? What did that mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
It means exactly what it said.
It just rhymed a little bit.
They dropped the bag and we ain't fumble.
Okay.
Y'all want another conversation?
Come on.
I love YouTubers that just kind of ramble. Like sometimes.
YouTubers?
Yeah.
That made me happy. That's what I do on my video. Ain't no graphics, ain't no fancy editing. I'm just on the camera talking.
Yeah,
literally, Kenny for Real's channel started with me rambling about the NBA bubble for 20 minutes at a time.
I listen to my car all the time, just like people talking. And one of the YouTubers, he had said that he was in a philosophy class one time, and the teacher asked him, he's going to say a random, like an age number. Once you hear the number that applies to you, you raise your hand. He said, what year did you have your first memory? Or like, vivid memories.
Yeah.
And he said he got to like 2 or 3, and only like one person raised their hand, but people didn't really start remembering anything until like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yep.
And I was trying to think back for myself, like what's the earliest memories I can really account for? It really goes to about 5 or 6 years old.
It does.
I can't think about when I'm 3 years old.
I can remember preschool.
You can?
I remember Miss Patel. I remember going to sleep and the song that played when we went to sleep. That's my earliest
How old
memory.
is that?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Right?
And it damn near feel like somebody lying if they tell me they remember something too. Because I've tried.
I think that not that they're lying, but they think they remember because maybe someone told them a story.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
they,
I
they
can see that.
internalized
I can see that.
as being there, but it was just a story that somebody told.
Because I look at baby pictures and I try to remember, and it's just like a wall that I can't get over. But you talk about something 5 or 6. Yes, I can remember my teacher and my
I don't
first.
even want to remember that stuff.
One of my stories my parents love telling people is when I was, again, I had to be younger than 5 because I don't remember it. Apparently, I set the couch on fire in the house.
Boy, we're trying to smoke. Are we smoking?
No, he said my dad was supposed to be watching me, but he was asleep. So I doing some kid shit. But anyways, it's like I don't remember.
Your dad was on the couch sleep and you set it on fire?
Mike
He was
said,
sleeping in the
still
house."
blazing, still blazing.
But it's like I remember that story. Like I know the story because they told it to me a million times, but I can't remember anything where it was, what the couch looked like, how it started, none of that.
Yeah.
There's Memories is a weird thing because my wife, again, we're big advocates for therapy. She's in therapy right now. And one thing that her therapist suggested to her is fucking mind-blowing to me. It's some form of eye therapy that makes you remember past trauma. And in my mind,
You want to move away
why the
from it?
fuck would you want to remember bad stuff that's happened to you?
Yeah.
I
So
guess
so you
to
can
address it,
progress
face it, and
yeah.
get over it.
But what if it's not even materializing as something that you need to face?
That's a great point. That's
Like
a great point.
I just wouldn't need that.
There's also therapists that believe there's trauma subconsciously.
Where you don't even know this is where your
Yes.
anxiety comes from.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just
Yes.
open Pandora's box.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, KB. I just know therapists
Yeah,
have
no,
said
I was-
And
subconscious trauma exists.
She's really contemplating whether or not she's gonna do it. And I'm just like, if it was me personally, I don't think it would be something that I would be
That
interested
shit
in.
sounds scary.
How
It
bad
sounds
is your
very
anxiety?
scary.
How bad
Right now, my anxiety is at a 1 out of 10, the best it's ever been in my life.
Right. So for you, no. But if she's struggling
She
with
is
it,
on some
then
7 right
then
now.
you might need to, because if the only way you can get over that hump is to open up that door, sometimes you got to do it. I don't know what I would do,
Right.
because I'm like you right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
But in a time where I might not be or wasn't, I may need to
'Cause
conquer
what if,
that.
I don't know. What if you fuck with your mom and then that opens up some shit when you was like 4, your mom did something crazy.
But what
to
if
you?
it gave you the clarity you needed to live your life? Because anything, what makes that even better is if that was me and what you just said happened. I ain't fuck with my mom or my dad because something was discovered. I didn't know anyway.
But I think it'll be hard to not misremember or like forget about it.
It wouldn't be that I could forget about it, but it wouldn't have to be a thing because we lived good. There's no sense of going back. It just gave me clarity. This comes from that. I can bring it up to that. Sometimes they may not even have known. And now you get to make your bond stronger with your parent. But I think you got to be careful because some people, we all lucky that we don't come from strange, ridiculous parents. Some
Yes.
parents are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it wouldn't be nothing detrimental to where I would not want to be around them, and we can, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there is a line where some people probably wouldn't be able to fuck with their parents.
Yeah.
But if it's worth your peace of mind,
Then
it is
maybe
worth
it's worth it.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all know if she ends up going through with it. But it's a
I
fascinating
am
shit.
scared
It's
on what does it
fascinating
mean eye? They're doing something with her eye?
shit. Yeah, I don't know.
That's the problem. Like, bitch, stay
Yeah.
away from my eyes.
Let me see if I can look it up real quick.
Stay away from my eyes.
I remember one of my vivid memories from when I was younger. This is when I lived at Emerald Courts. So I had to be like 5 or 6 or something like that. I remember my dad, he had a bunch of he was cool with all the neighbors or whatever. And he had a friend, I'm gonna just say his name is A. A was a big dude. And I remember he had kind of got into it, one of our, one of the neighbors around our building. And when I say at 5 years old, this had to be like my first physical altercation that I witnessed. I remember him beating the dog shit out of this dude. And I was just like a little kid. And it's one of them weird things because I had to kind of learn from my dad. Like my dad was watching this shit, but it's not like he bragging. I mean, you know how people be like, man, it's a fight. So it's like they kind of did their business and let it go. And then from that point on, it's just like I kind of always understood, like, especially I guess for guys, like you kind of just
Mind your business.
you mind your business. It is, sometimes you just got to get that aggression out and then just move on or whatever. But
Do you think that stuck with you because it was violent? Because I have a vivid thing where I was like 5 or 6 in the hood I grew up in on 13th and Spalding.
yeah,
I seen a dude get jumped. I didn't, and as a small kid, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But the block was out, and it was
Do you
like,
remember
oh,
who the victim was?
Huh?
Do you remember?
It
who
was
the
some
victim-
random
I
ass.
thought you were
Like,
gonna say he was deep.
I was gonna say, are you sure it wasn't that?
He's some big ass dude that got his head jump out. He look kid.
I'm from out west. He from out south.
Oh,
so
okay,
that sums it up. But I remember seeing him in a vacant lot. So in certain hoods, you would have a house.
Yep.
And there used to be a house there, but it got knocked the fuck down. It's just a vacant lot in the middle of a neighborhood. I know some people can't really picture it. And in that vacant lot, it would be all type of scrap shit, rocks and whatever.
Garbage.
And on it, garbage. An old car nobody's drove.
And
in
it's a
90
cart from Walmart
That just randomly right
7
there.
blocks down.
One from the dollar store.
And the dude that they jumping is a dude that would kind of have a cart type guy, right? And these people, I don't know how to classify them because back in that time, those people weren't necessarily homeless, but they didn't have shit. It's very weird. Like he would have a cart but he had a place to go. Don't get him fucked up. You mistake him for being homeless. He might want to whip your ass. But back then, he used to do anything for money. My granddad and the neighbor because we had a vacant lot next to our house too, and then there was another house. They would like pick up cans, and you can get 10 cent, and they would just pick up 1,000 cans and get money and buy a pack of beer. Like you just did shit like that. They didn't necessarily mean they was homeless, but yeah, the drug dealers and the thing, they whooping this dude ass. And I'm as a kid, I don't remember my emotion. I would be lying, but I remember just kind of being stuck like, bro, what the hell they doing? I'm like, I don't know if I should be scared. I don't know if this is intriguing.
They playing around, yeah.
I'm talking about they picking shit up and hitting them. And
damn.
then that's when I learned to like not play with certain people. Because I guess he was fucking around with some money or doing some shit. And then also on that same block, on that same stoop, I seen the police do kind of like a fake, I don't want to say a raid, but they chased somebody like we knew, and he would like they was coming in the house. He was climbing out the window. It was like some movie shit, and I'm watching as a kid like, what the fuck is going on? And it was always across the street.
Yeah,
it's like our side of the block. It wasn't much trouble.
It was like this side was Oak Park, that side was out west,
and then right across the street. But no, it's not like that because that is like a for real across the street. It's like a neighborhood that has two sides. You know what I mean? Like your neighborhood that you live in is two sides. That's right side got it cracking. Our left side was, I guess, we was some squares. me and other neighbors, kids, we playing marbles in the dirt and shit.
When I was around like 5 or 6, I remember I bust my head open. I'm talking about like I bust my head open on a bus.
On a bus?
Fuck was you doing breakdancing? The fuck was you up to?
I think I was on my way to school in the morning on the bus, and I somehow fell, and I landed and hit my head.
Damn.
And
Where your scar at?
Like right here on the back of my head. You can still see
I got
it.
my scar on the back of my head too.
I remember vividly how happy I was that I did not have to wash my hair once I got in the shower because I had stitches in my hair.
Dirty booty ass boy.
So I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I ain't got to wash my hair.
He about to bust his head again next week.
He busted his whole. He come in next week bruised up.
I
Hey, damn, what happened? I ain't got to wash my ass.
I'd always be like shampooing my ass. I ain't like it.
Oh man. It's evidence-based psychotherapy designed to treat trauma-related conditions such as PTSD by reducing emotional intensity of stressful memories. It involves focusing on a traumatic event while experiencing bilateral stimulation, typically guided eye movement, which helps the brain reprocess memories.
What if my biggest fear that is like, what if it misconfigures a memory? What if it confuses some shit? What if you take a movie that you seen when you was fucking 4 and now you put your family into it and this really didn't happen?
That shit happened on Family Guy.
It's like, oh man, my cousin Mike tried to get in the bed naked and that didn't happen. You feel like it's just like, I don't know about that.
Remember how they
I might be on your
against
side.
that judge?
You got motherfuckers misremembering memories and shit, causing family friction.
It says
she accusing you of cheating on her and it never happened.
long-term, oh my God, negative effects, long-term, increased anxiety. What? Motherfucker, the whole reason we doing this to get rid of the anxiety. What are we talking about? Retriggers memory, vivid dreams, intrusive memories, sleeping difficulties.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Anything that take away the sleep, I'm good. I feel like sleep creates anxiety. My first taste of anxiety as an adult, because I never had anxiety until the pandemic.
Same.
A lot of it started with sleep. I couldn't sleep. Then I got insomnia. Then I had stress and anxiety about the night coming and if I would be able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I'm up and now my mind is wandering. The pandemic comes in and people are on fucking machines breathing and it's like, can I smell?
Yeah.
Can I taste? And now, I'm in the basement. We're not going outside. Then I got COVID. I actually quarantined it like a dumbass.
Yeah.
I've realized everybody else wasn't really quarantining. So I didn't even get any sun. Because I was in the fucking basement for 14 days, which then had my balances off, no vitamin C. So now I'm lightheaded. And it was just a fucking convulsion. I'm driving and I'm crying. And I'm like, why the fuck am I crying? Why am I so? And I go to the doctor. She's like, oh, this why you got a chemical imbalance. Motherfucker, you crying because you got no vitamin C.
Watching somebody else experience anxiety is interesting. It's like somebody that has it, well, not now, but like used to have it so much that like, you remember we were in Vegas? We landed in Vegas, we were in Uber, and Pierre had like a mini anxiety episode. And I'm like, I think the first thing you want to do is try to just help. But a lot of times you can't really help. So you try to say like, oh, here goes some water. I think we got you some water or so and so. But like, it's just a weird thing because you know that whatever the person is having anxiety over 9 times out of 10 is meaningless, but you can't just say that to them because their body is not just gonna switch. Oh yeah, Darrick said I'm good, so I'm good. All of a sudden, you know. So it's a weird thing, man.
You know, I learned
I
a
still
trick
don't
about
know
it.
what the fuck that
Sometimes
was.
anxiety just don't have a real trigger. It
I
just
think
happens.
I didn't sleep the night before because
Yep,
I'm
that can
sometimes
go.
anxious due to the flight. And then we got up there. I'm tired. The weather changed. It's ridiculous dry air. We land. I'm excited to be there for it's Vegas Summer League. And yeah, we in a fucking Uber and I just can't breathe. I'm like, bro, hey, crack that window, Darrick. I can't breathe.
Yeah, that's what.
And then Katie gave me the water and then I was good. But the rest of the time, the rest of that day was tough because I had anxiety on like
About
if that was
having
gonna come
anxiety.
back.
Yes. That's not. I feel like that's 90% of what my anxiety was. Where I'm having anxiety about maybe having anxiety.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
But then the next time we flew into Vegas, it didn't happen because it was on my mind. I'm like, am I gonna not be able to breathe? Because if so, I want to have y'all around me.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, and now I'm like, okay,
Yep.
that was a one-off.
I don't know if y'all
good.
remember the time after I had that big anxiety attack in Vegas.
when we was in an Uber.
Every
Yeah.
time we got into an Uber, the next time we went, I was like, let me get the window. Let me get the window.
Okay.
Because in my mind, part of that trigger was like me sitting in the middle. Mike is smoking his pen. Y'all laughing the music, and I needed some type of out. And I was like, this fresh air from this window will be it.
That
And
air
then
is everything.
It
bro.
didn't happen, and so now I don't give a fuck.
That air is everything.
Sitting on the roof.
The
Oh, okay.
worst panic attack I ever had was during the pandemic. I was watching a fucking Fat Joe interview on my phone, just laid out in the basement. This might have been one of the nights we played 2K, and I kind of fell asleep. I had drunk something before, like some Pepsi, and it had me like hyped up a little bit. So I woke up to like my chest bumping crazy, and I ran upstairs, woke the whole house up because I thought I was having a heart attack.
Dude, that health anxiety real, man.
Thought I was having a
What, you
fucking
had
heart
gas?
attack.
You had the burp?
I don't know what it was,
Okay.
but I woke up the whole house. I'm like, Ma, it's happening. It's happening. Call the
It's the
ambulance.
big
Call the
one.
ambulance. My mama actually was the greatest thing to happen because she knew what it was and she said, Pierre, breathe in, breathe out. You're having a panic attack. Calm down. You're okay.
Yeah.
And I remember just like
That
losing my mind for
that
3
first
minutes.
panic attack is a crazy motherfucker, bro.
I was watching a video and the guy was talking about.
The relief to find out it was a panic attack is always the best, though.
Because my
It's like,
first one, I didn't know what it was either. We called 911. By the time the emergency people got there, I was cool.
That's why I said
I was
I'm
chilling.
so glad my mom was there because I would have definitely had the fucking entire
Ambulance.
state of ambulances in that motherfucker the way I would have been on the phone. But she was able to be like, just calm down.
Before we go any further, we want to say thank you to our sponsor over at DraftKings. Fellas, you know all about DraftKings Pick6 by now. We pick more or less of different players' stats for the upcoming games. But 2 or more different players into your pick set. Look at some stats, decide more or less. Sit back, relax, and see if you made the right decision. We're going against each other, and like we said, 2 weeks until the end of the season, which means there are 2 weeks left of picks, at least in our competition. Can we take a look at the leaderboard? Because interesting week. Pierre 2-0 because he had a void of Kristaps Porzingis. Darrick 1-2. Me 1-2, and Mike 0-3 week for Mikey.
It burns my eyes to see it.
Was that the 7th week that you've had 0-3?
That's crazy that you be 0-3 just regularly.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
You should just go against your gut every pick, and you
Yeah.
would be in first place.
But then I always get conflicted because if I'm going the other way, shouldn't I go like the opposite way if I'm thinking?
I don't know. I'm not even trying to get in your mind.
If I want to go more and then I take the less,
No.
Isn't that my
I don't
brain
think
saying
I don't
less,
think
and
he's
then I
saying-
should go more?
I don't think
Oh, I
he's
see
saying.
what you're saying.
I don't think he's saying go less. Whatever your metric is of how you picking players, do the opposite. If you picking stars, look for some role players. If you've been going role players, go with some stars. If you going for assists, take your ass to points.
I'm taking the star today, baby.
You should just do everything on the wheel. Because
I
that
might
would
as
have
well.
that would have a better record than whatever you. Can you show me the leaderboard one more time?
You don't got to. You don't got to bring that
18
up.
and-
You don't got to bring
18
that.
and
up.
40.
40, Mike. Do you know how crazy of a record that is? Oh my God.
That's okay.
Well, the number 1 spot is still up in the air. Pierre had a very good week.
He's tanking.
I think Pierre Tegel is a game behind me, 2 games behind me, around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Where's Darrick at?
yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
we got the
tied.
same record.
Okay.
So Tuesday,
You had that
Thursday,
big
Friday,
old gap.
6, yeah.
He had that big old gap, and you leapfrogged him, and now I'm tired. I was below 500.
We got
I'm
about
below 500.
6 more
But we
picks
got the
left
same
for the
record.
season.
Yeah.
So we both.
Yeah, we won game below 500. I think.
Okay.
28-29.
Well, let's see if people can get on track today. I'll start off. I played this last week, and it worked out. I'm going to do it again. Cam Johnson set at 11.5 points going against one of his former teams, the Phoenix Suns. I'm going to go more on that.
He's been killing it.
He's been really good as of recent, hitting his shots. He's up to 43% from 3 this season, which sounds crazy because it don't feel like that. But recently, he's been hitting those shots. So, Cam Johnson. Mike, James Harden more on points at 21.5 versus the Orlando Magic.
A wise man once said, more.
How do you like
James Harden? Magic, they like to run a lot of single coverage. You know, James Harden, the pick and roll guy, but a lot of times it's going to lead to isolation. I like James Harden in this one.
Okay. Darrick, Devin Booker, 25.5 more versus Denver.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those real, tough, competitive games. And I think this is going to be one of those games where Devin Booker come out there and he shine. I think he's going to give you a nice little 35 ball tonight. I'm feeling pretty confident in D-Book tonight going against the Nuggets.
Pierre, Sam Merrill,
Pierre
11.5 points.
but Pierre is a little disappointed
At
Sacramento because I've been refreshing this thing to see if Russell Westbrook is going to magically appear.
Yeah.
I just don't think Russ is playing tonight because every other King prop is up here, and so I'm a little disappointed. I got Sam Merrill, but I'm not going to lie. A part of me is looking at my boy in New York,
Which one?
Mikal
Brunson?
Bridges.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
one of my
Mikal.
misses
You
last
know,
week
I'm going
was
to be
that.
quiet because my record.
You did exactly.
I'm going to be quiet.
But then the very next game, he delivered and got 14 points.
Okay.
They're playing against the Pelicans team. I feel like this is a game
So
where
are you switching it?
oh man, because Sam Merrill is playing against the Magic. Give me Sam Merrill.
Sam Merrill at 11.5.
They gonna let him just
Okay.
knock down all type of shots.
Russell Westbrook is confirmed as out tonight, by
Yeah,
the way,
I can see by the board.
with a foot injury.
I wish he was not out because that would have been an easy more.
Okay, when we come back, we got more numbers on the board. For those of you who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick6 yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play free with $25 in bonus picks and 100% winning boosts. All you have to do is download the Pick6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick6 available in most states, including Florida, Texas, and California. So don't be afraid to get in on the action. Ride the upside with Pick6. It's been a good conversation, but I just realized we are almost at 2 hours and 50
Yeah, and I
minutes.
definitely got to interview guests on TV.
So let's wrap up. Of course, we'll be back on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with more numbers on the board teed up tomorrow. Go check out yesterday's episode of Small Ball. We'll see y'all soon.